ready to roll in the heartland at Kansas Speedway for race number 3 of the Chase for the Sprint Cup Championship. After a slow start to the chase, Kyle Busch may be on the outside looking in, but a comeback in the Sunflower State will help keep his title hopes alive. Right on his bumper are two-time Kansas winner Jeff Gordon, Kevin Harvick, and Dale Earnhardt Jr., who will have their pedal to the metal and looking to work their way up the point standings. Get ready. 400 miles of white-knuckle, wall-rubbing action are about to go green from Kansas right now on NASCAR Hotpass, only on DirecTV.
Let's call this the comeback again. Let's call this the comeback. Let's call this the comeback.
Welcome to the heartland of America. Today, the Sprint Cup Series stops in Kansas City, Kansas, at the mile-and-a-half Kansas Speedway, an area rich in sports history with the Royals and Chiefs. Kansas City also known for its barbecue.
Welcome to Kansas City, Kansas.
The home of
Big Papa's Barbecues.
Yeah.
Delicious. NASCAR fans are on the edge of their seat here at Kansas Speedway as the stars of the Sprint Cup Series take center stage in the heartland. The fans making their way into the racetrack, but you here on NASCAR Hotpass have the best seat for today's Camping World RV 400. You tuned in to channel 796. It's the Dale Earnhardt Jr. channel. We'll follow Dale Earnhardt Jr. around every turn of this racetrack and every pit stop that is made, from the green flag to the checkered flag. Prior to driver introductions, our own Phil Parsons was able to talk to our driver, Dale Earnhardt Jr.
Dale Jr., we've had 2 tests here recently on mile-and-a-half tracks. You went to Kentucky a week or so ago, and then you went to Lowe's Motor Speedway. This is the first of 5 mile-and-a-half racetracks in the Chase. I know you guys know of the importance of these mile-and-a-half tracks. How did those tests go, and how did yesterday go?
The tests went pretty good, and the cars have been all really good this year at the mile-and-a-half, so I'm looking forward to running at those tracks. It, you know, just you got to have a good car, and that really depends on how well you run and where you run on the racetrack. You know, your car is going to handle a little bit tight today. You can move up a little bit and find some speed. If it's too loose to run up there, then you'll stick to the bottom best you can.
This is the first race on this racetrack with this type of car. You had the old style car last year. Has that caused any problems for you guys?
Yeah, I mean, it's quite different the way this car drives around here. It has no grip. The car's really, really slick, especially up off the corner. Seeing a lot of guys, especially everybody was challenged to get forward bite up off the corner. So it's going to be quite interesting today, seeing if guys will be able to, you know, get up under people and make passes on the bottom up off the corner.
You know, yesterday I was watching practice, and the car was so good that first practice session. Then it was a little bit warmer for the second practice session. The car started out really, really good, and then with very minor changes, I mean minor, if hardly anything, and then the thing goes the other direction.
Well, we actually made some big changes, and that made the car worse or made the car ill handling, but we really did like the way it started in that second practice, and I would have just left it at that, and hopefully that's what we went back in that direction, and hopefully that's going to work out for us today.
Okay, with this third race of the Chase, still in this thing. I mean, it's anybody's race right here, and put a good win in today, and then get back in this thing.
Yeah, we need to have a couple good runs back to back here to get ourselves some footing and make a charge near the end of the Chase. It's a good track for it too. I think we'll run good today.
Have a good start.
Thank you.
We want to take a look at our championship standings. A monster shakeup from the Monster Mile in Dover a week ago. Dale Jr. dropped 4 spots. Again, the problems being when the tire went out, and it was a difficult afternoon after that for him. But a great afternoon for Greg Biffle, who's moved up. He's currently in the 3rd spot. Then chasing currently Edwards and Johnson. There's the right rear tire going away from a week ago at Dover. He keeps it off of the walls, which is a phenomenal feat in itself, especially at Dover, where they consider that a self-cleaning racetrack with the amazing banking at that track. The crew goes to work, keeps him close to the lead lap as They had him a lap down, but we were never able to grab that lap back at that race, and so Dale Jr. ends up 3 laps down when it's all said and done. Today, the Hotpass Hot Shots here on DirecTV will be Kyle Busch, Dale Earnhardt Jr., Jeff Gordon, and Kevin Harvick. A interesting story with one of our drivers today, Jeff Gordon. He was sick all week. He has been feeling under the weather all week, and so today they actually have put into effect that the possibility exists a backup driver might need to go in for Jeff Gordon. We think it might be a stretch, but at the same time they have put Brad Keselowski on standby to step into that race car if Jeff Gordon cannot go the entire distance. And we'll have more on that story just moments from now. But the good thing is we are at the first of 5 mile-and-a-half racetracks to finish out this 2008 season. Dale Jr. definitely knows how to rebound. He does rebound well. After Fontana having problems, he bounced back, as well as Dover and Loudon. Let's go trackside for today's command.
Please welcome Director of Motorsports Camping World, Kurt Hunt, as he delivers the most famous words in motorsports.
Gentlemen, start your engine!
Dale Jr. flips the switch, and we are fired up for today's Camping World RV 400. We were touching on the fact that this is a mile-and-a-half racetrack, a beautiful facility here in the Midwest, Kansas City, Kansas, this Kansas Speedway. The 1.5-mile Las Vegas Motor Speedway. As we look back, Dale Jr. leading at Las Vegas, led laps, finished that race in the 2nd position. Move on to Atlanta Motor Speedway, where he again was out front and leading laps, getting bonus points. He finished that race in 3rd. Big speeds known at Texas Motor Speedway. Dale Jr. starting on the pole at that racetrack. Was able to lead laps at Texas. It's also where he got his first career win. And then Lowe's Motor Speedway. Led 76 laps, the most of any driver. And ended that race in the 5th position. Another top 5 on a mile-and-a-half racetrack. And then off to Chicagoland Speedway. Dale Jr. ran up front in this race, and then late in the race fell back. His only finish out of the top 15 on these mile-and-a-half tracks that we've just shown. He finished that one in 16th. So the mile-and-a-half racetracks, 80 starts for Jr. on those. He's got 3 wins, 36 top 10 finishes. His average finish 15.5. Atlanta, Chicago, and Texas, the side of those 3 wins on mile-and-a-half racetracks. Could we add another one to that win column? It could happen today as we take on Kansas Speedway. Dale Jr. is strapped in. They're about to roll out onto the racetrack, and we'll be right back for the lineup and where Dale Jr. will take the green. We lost Paul Newman this week. Man out of Shaker Heights, Ohio, began his racing career in 1972 after filming the movie Winning, where he developed an obsession for racing. That obsession for racing turned into an obsession for owning. Newman Haas Racing garnered over 107 wins in the IndyCar Racing League. He donated over $250 million to charity as well in his philanthropies. He was 83 when he passed this week. Paul Newman, you will definitely be missed.
Moving day is here, the most dreaded of days. Packing, unpacking, your mind in a haze. DirecTV knows how stressful moving can be, so we make keeping your entertainment both easy and free. For uninterrupted service of the shows you like best, Just leave the dish behind and we'll handle the rest. Simply dial 877-616-MOVE and we'll throw in 3 months of Stars and Showtime for free.
I was living in a devil town. I didn't know it was a devil town. Oh Lord, it really brings me down about the devil town.
I was living in a devil town. Oh Lord, it really brings me down about the devil town.
Dale Jr. Celebrity Sports Auction. The 2-day celebration starts Sunday, October 12th with a charity concert at Whiskey River. Then Monday, October 13th, join us for the Celebrity Sports Auction at the Concord Convention Center. Whiskey River will host some recording artist Gary Allen, performing live with special performance by Kyle Petty. Monday, we move to the Concord Convention Center for the Celebrity Auction, featuring one-of-a-kind items and autographed memorabilia from various celebrities and sports figures. Tickets are available online and by calling 1-800-594-TIX.
Welcome back to Hotpass here exclusively on DirecTV. The cars have begun to roll onto the racetrack as Dale Jr. will bring his 88 National Guard Amp Energy Chevrolet onto the racetrack. And while he's doing that, let's hear from the crew chief. He's standing by with Phil Parsons.
Tony Jr., we talked to Dale Jr. a few moments ago. This is the first of 5 mile-and-a-half racetracks that you will run during the chase. We know you guys have had a pretty ambitious testing program. Ran Kentucky a couple weeks ago, Lowe's Motor Speedway this week. Has that prepared you pretty well for this race? And I know practice yesterday.
Yeah, I mean, it was pretty good. Car was really good at first practice. Second practice, we got a little too free off the corner, you know. But, you know, Jimmy's been running a lot different setup than we have all year. So this is kind of towards his setups that he's run really well in Michigan and California with. So we're going to try it this week. And it seems to be running very well in both cars. And then we're excited to get back to Texas and Atlanta and Charlotte. I mean, Charlotte, we had a really good test over there the other night, and just go back to our notes, and I think we'll run good at all those places. So so we'll just see what happens here today. Hopefully, I think everybody's gonna struggle with grip up off the corner, and just can't get it too tight because then it won't roll center.
How much of those tests at Lowe's Motor Speedway will transfer to a racetrack like Kansas?
Well, it's you're gonna take some things, but basically there's a lot more transition and the track's a lot rougher in Charlotte, which makes it kind of unique. And that fits more with a Texas and a Charlotte and Atlanta, and kind of Vegas. But this place here has just got real wide sweeping corners, and it's more like a Chicago, California type setup. So kind of went that way, and we'll see what it is. But I think all 4 cars are running real well here, so we'll just see what happens.
It looks like this is one of those racetracks that when you're searching for grip, you go to the top of the racetrack, and at least early on, that's a lot better up there.
Yeah, and I mean, that's good because multi-groove where you can actually run around. But I mean, I think the preferred groove's going to be up top here today, and the bottom has just been too slick. I mean, you can run it for the first 6 or 7 laps, and then you just got to go to the top. And I think everybody's fighting that, and that could create a problem at the end when everybody's wanting to run the top groove. But we'll just see what happens.
Have a great one, buddy.
All right, man. Thank you.
So that's Tony Uri Jr., the crew chief. We'll hear a lot from him, as well as obviously our driver, Dale Earnhardt Jr. Another voice that you're going to hear today, and we talked a little bit about it, was the backup driver for Jeff Gordon, and that is our own Brad Keselowski, who's going to join us here in the pod. And we're going to call, I guess, this race as we would see it. You just came off the racetrack yesterday with a 6th place finish in the nationwide race.
Yeah, I had a great race yesterday. A lot of fun. This track is really, really aging well. It it continues to widen out. You can see a lot of side-by-side racing, and it's a lot of fun.
As you talk about the track, let's take a look at our track description here of this 1.5-mile racetrack as the starting grid will roll across the left side of your screen. It's a 1.5 mile track, 15 degrees in the bankings. Can you feel those 15 degrees? Do you lean on them?
Definitely, you can feel those 15 degrees, but there's also a little bit of grip on the apron, which has a little less. So you might see some of these COT cars run on the apron in the corners too.
Does that cause maybe a problem because we're always seeing that those splitters sealed to the racetrack?
Yeah, you'll see that a little bit, but much like you saw at California, you'll see them just creep down and put them left side tires on that apron and try to get these cars to turn. Always a problem with the COT car.
This one's a 400-mile race, 267 laps. Pit road speed is 45 miles per hour. The pit window anywhere from 52 to 56 laps. We'll let you know what that 45-mile-per-hour speed equates on the tachometer as soon as TJ Majors and Dale Jr. have talked about what that's going to be. Phil, it seems like it's a very warm day here in Kansas City, Kansas. Obviously, that's going to make this track potentially slicker, and they talk about it being even more slick on the bottom.
Yeah, it really is, and as Brad will attest, I mean, everyone starts out running on the bottom, then it gets slick down there, then they go to the top searching for some more grip, and eventually that can become slick up there on the top, and they may even work their way back down to the bottom. I was talking to Kevin Harvick this morning, and he said the first practice session, the top of the racetrack was really, really fast. He said by the end of the second practice session, it was about the same as the bottom of the racetrack. So because of the guys going to the top, they can make it slick too as well, right, Brad?
Well, I know our man Phil, he's going to move to the top, so he's looking for that. He loves it up there, and I would expect him to go up there in the first 2 or 3 laps at least.
Not a cloud in the sky here in Kansas City.
24 and 12 lined up on the bottom behind you. 6 outside, 84, 26 outside behind him.
TJ Majors, the eyes on top of the press box, will be spotting for Dale Jr.
Here, I'll call the green. If you take anything, we'll just give it back when we can there, 4-1.
And he will bring us to the green flag. Dale Earnhardt Jr. getting ready to start this, the 29th race of the 2008 season. The Camping World RV 400 about to get underway.
These cars in there. Get ready. Get ready. Green, green, green. All clear in front of you there. All clear in front of you. 6-inch your bumper. 6-inch your bumper still there. 6 is still outside. Enter door. Enter door there. Middle of the track. Enter bumper. Enter bumper. Clear. All clear.
Clint Boyer receives the black flag from NASCAR, jumping the start.
That's a bit of a double whammy for RCR. The 31 of Jeff Burton had to work on his tack, and he had to go to the back of the field for the very start.
Whoa, a handful already coming out of turn 4 for Dale Jr.
Still all clear there. You're going to look inside here, though. All clear, all clear.
Very early in the race to be that loose. Wow, I'm sure he's surprised by that.
Now, is that cold tires?
That might be low air pressures. We'll have to see how this works out.
He
Sometimes with these cars, you know, they have high fuel loads at the start of the race. It takes all the nose weight off them, and they can get loose from that.
He came off of turn number 4, and he was mad loose.
Remember, Dale Jr. talked to us in the open about how loose this racetrack can get real late up off the corner. Now, obviously, that was pretty good evidence of that.
He got that back end to come out a little bit that time as well. Let's take a look moments ago in the left side of your screen.
That'll get your attention.
That's a loose race car.
There's also, you saw that right there, there's a little bit of oil dry on the track right there. Might have ran through that, got loose.
Clint Boyer's doing his drive-through penalty in the upper right corner of your screen on that ABC broadcast. Now
you can see that oil dry right there. We just passed through.
Still just a 5 outside, clear behind him if you need it still. 24 is free back.
Started this race in the 11th spot, qualifying on Friday. Dale Jr. ended up 11th. Teammate Jimmy Johnson was on the pole after Juan Pablo Montoya's qualifying time was disallowed.
Clear by 1 to the 24. 84 is right with him.
Jr. still trying to make the move on the inside.
24 trying to go with him. Looking outside there. Inside, outside, in the middle there. In the middle there. In the middle, clear high behind him. 1 inside. Clear high, 1 inside. 84 is inside.
See him get loose there. And what that did, that bottled everyone up behind him there.
It's your door.
So Dale Jr. early on in this one, only lap 5 of 267.
Inside there, it's your door. Inside there, the 6, 26 is 1 behind him.
To the top of the racetrack, but it seems as though he has an extremely loose race car right now.
Well, I lied, I guess there. I thought we'd see him up there by lap 3. It took to lap 5.
Still inside there, still inside. 16 with you.
You can just see how much momentum he carries on the top.
There. Still there, clear.
Through the middle of the turns 1 and 2, was able to keep that momentum up. Now he goes back to the bottom of the racetrack in 3 and 4.
Outside there. Hit your door. Still there. Still outside.
Jamie McMurray trying to make the pass.
Clear by 1 behind him there. 16 to 1 back. Clear by 1.
Now back to the bottom in turns 1 and 2 as McMurray skates up the racetrack.
Still outside there. And the 16 going to try to go with him there. Outside. 16's at your bumper. Clear behind the 16 if he gets you. The 12 and 4 back. Clear by 5.
Dale Jr. now back into the 16th spot. Out in front of this field, it's Jimmy Johnson, Matt Kenseth. Driving 8, Mark Martin. We see Biffle also wiggling off the turn.
Very loose right here. Very loose.
There you heard it, the first feedback from Dale Earnhardt Jr. Very loose.
See him bobble just a little bit into turn 3 as well.
Rolled way over. Rolled way over on the right front. Too much.
Yeah, by rolling over on the right front, what he's feeling is the car is pitched over and it's just not real secure. You know, he can't put a lot of wheel input into it. He feels like it's going to spin out.
Force problems on exit. Real loose, laid over on the right front.
So now up to the top of the racetrack goes Dale Earnhardt Jr. Again, you see that wiggle. There's a seam right there that he was going across.
12, 1 back, 43, 5 behind him, clear by 2.
Do those cause you a problem on the racetrack, Brad?
Yes, Kansas, much like California, when they paved the track, they patched these seams here with the sealer or crack resin or whatever they call that, and it really causes some problems when you come over them, and especially when you're on the
Still
throttle.
all clear, all clear.
Dale Jr. now right in the middle of those two seams going through 3 and 4.
Yeah, he's trying to straddle it just like we talked
again,
there. As soon as he crosses it, gets that little bite issue there.
The back end kicks out almost every time he has been coming out of turn 4. The back is kicked out on that race car. There you see him trying down on the apron, as you had mentioned earlier, maybe grabbing or hooking that left front on the apron.
There's a little bit of grip as you get
Clear
them
by
lefts
5.
right on that white line. Helps you drive up off the corner a little better. Dale just found it that lap.
Yeah, that looked like a nice corner that time, Brad. Looked like he gained 3-4 car lengths through that one corner.
It's like he tried it again there in 3 and 4. So Dale Jr. after starting 11th moved up a spot and now has dropped back 6, running 16th here at Kansas.
I'm not here to terminate John Connor. Really, I just want to watch his DirecTV. He just got 4 months free.
Terminate cable and get our best offer of the year.
I'm comfortable with new looks. I'm comfortable with Wrangler.
Wrangler Jeans Company. With new fits and new styles. Wrangler. Real, comfortable jeans.
ABC Tonight. A new journey begins as Extreme Makeover Home Edition crosses the country to celebrate a season of real heroes.
People, are you ready?
It starts with one woman.
Good morning.
And the 14 kids she's taken in. It's our biggest family ever. the 2-hour season premiere of ABC's Extreme Makeover Home Edition, tonight at 7, 6 Central, part of National Stay-at-Home Week on ABC.
What your engine feels, you feel. And when it's running clean, you feel it. Which is why we developed full synthetic Pennzoil Platinum with active cleansing agents to clean out up to 46% of sludge in the first oil change. That's 3 times better than the leading conventional oil. Pennzoil Platinum Motor Oil. Our ultimate clean for your ultimate feeling. Not just oil, Pennzoil.
I get out and I ride with my buddies every weekend, you know. We go out and get after it. Like today, we hit one section when everyone stopped, second guessed it, and I just kept going. Rock here, rock there. I just got a handful, and there she went.
True all-wheel drive, new active descent control, legendary ride and handling. Polaris, the world's toughest ATVs. Polaris Power Play sales event. Get to your participating dealer for up to $800 in rebates and as low as 3.99% APR on select ATVs. Follow the lead.
Welcome back, NASCAR Hot Pass, exclusively on DirecTV. We're riding shotgun with Dale Earnhardt Jr. here at Kansas Speedway, and joining us in the booth, backup driver for Jeff Gordon, and a very well-established nationwide series driver, Brad Keselowski. Thank you for joining us up here. And obviously, you drive for Dale Earnhardt Jr., so you've got a little bit of a feel for what he is feeling right now.
Yeah, actually, his car looks like it drives very similar to what mine drove yesterday, which is kind of funny. The two cars are not anything like, but it's very snappy into the corner. You can see that, and it makes, you know, harsh movements. You can see that right now with the steering wheel right there. Dale's really fighting it. But he's found a groove here. He's found a nice rhythm. He's running right on that white line, right in the center of the corners, and he's actually reeled back in the 26 car they got by him before, and he looks like he's turned some great lap times.
Looks pretty consistent. Now, prior to the race, just in the pre-race situation, before Dale Jr. and everyone embarked on this race, he had a few words with team owner Rick Hendrick. Let's listen in.
Okay, I want to clear up some rumors that I'm a fair weather owner, that I left the pit box when you blew a tire in Dover, and that wasn't actually correct. I was already laying on the couch in the bus when you blew the tire at Dover. I wasn't on the pit box, I don't think. You still fell out of the seat. You know, you're right. It was so hot up there, and I got too hot, and I had to go to the coach and lay down and get cooled off and get lemonade. That's what happens when you get to be over 50, my man.
All right. Well, not for me.
Well, he says not for me, but at the same time, I don't know, he's about 17 years away from being 50, so I think he's got a little time before he finds out what that feels like.
Brad doesn't even know what 25 feels like, do you, Brad? How old are you, Brad?
24.
Yeah, he doesn't even know what 25 feels like.
No comment.
Well, Dale Earnhardt Jr. trying to find his groove here in this first run of this 267 lap race. Again, we're looking at a pit window anywhere between 52 and 56 laps. We would expect to see Dale Jr. talking a little bit about the changes of the race car as the fuel burns off. We're closing in on the halfway point, I guess, of that run, that full fuel run.
Dale's car right now looks very line sensitive, like we talked. You know, if he hits his marks perfect, he'll turn a great lap. But if he's off just a little bit, his car really bobbles.
Yeah, Brad, the last lap, Dale Jr. had trouble down to 1 and 2 and ran about 3/4 of a second slower than what he did this most recent lap.
You know, and Phil, he mentioned on the radio to Tony Eury Jr. just moments ago that it was about a 6 loose, and we have seen him come out of turn number 4 almost every single lap, and that car is sideways. And that's a 6 loose?
Yeah, I'd hate to say a 9 or a 10.
Yeah. Now he's running up on the high side. Let's see if he can find some grip up there. And that time a little smoother exit off turn 4. Now, how does it work, Brad, that you're a backup driver for, well, actually not only Jeff Gordon, but also Casey Mears today, and yet you're sitting next to me?
Well, you know, I couldn't think of better company than you, Rick. Rick and Phil, good friends. But, you know, I love watching Dale race. He's a good guy here, and my car owner, and see what we can learn from him, too.
That's a good answer, Brad, by the way. Good answer.
Very good answer. Very good. And we didn't even have...
Outside there, still up there by the wall, still there at your door, still there at your bumper, still there at your door now, 9 by himself, at your door.
We didn't even have to prompt Brad to say that, even though it's a good year for politics.
Still there at your door.
It is. They didn't even
Still
pay me,
there
folks.
at your bumper, all the way by the wall there. Clear, all clear by one, clear by one.
And so Dale Jr. gets by the 9 of Casey Kane. That moves him up a spot into 15th. We're seeing this field spread out a bit now as the 17 of Matt Kenseth has taken over the point. Jimmy Johnson's fallen to second. Then it's Martin Truex Jr., Brian Vickers. Elliott Sadler runs in the 5th spot.
Loose end's about a 1, loose off is about a 4. Center's been good the whole time.
Hey, Brad, I want to go back a little bit to what TJ told Dale Jr. when he was racing the 9 of Casey Kane. I know TJ spots for you in the nationwide races. When Dale Jr. is running the complete bottom of the racetrack and you've got somebody running up against the wall like Casey was, it's so very difficult to see them. So that's when you really rely on TJ to let you know, because the momentum's different too, to let you know when you finally have him cleared up off the corner, isn't it?
Yeah, it's very tough to know. When you're racing a guy on the bottom and he's on the outside, he's going to be much faster down the straightaway. Yeah, he's doing a great job, Dale is right now, of getting up off of turn 2. Look at that right there. Big run on the 26 of Jamie McMurray.
He's going to get by that 26.
Outside at your door, bumper clear the 1 bar.
That's 14.
You know, the exit of turn 2, Rick, is much tighter than the exit of turn 4 as far as how your car drives. So, you know, that loose condition is playing into his hands in turns 1 and 2, but it's kind of hurting him right here on exit 4.
Come around, Junior, a little bit. Might be too low on air pressure or interliner air, all right. In 4.
So he's talking about now the handling of the car is pretty good, or it's coming back to it.
And he's running some good lap times. The last 3 laps have been right up among the fastest cars on the racetrack, probably top 5 fastest cars on the racetrack. So the car is definitely coming around. He's about a 1/10.5 of a second quicker than he was the several laps prior to that.
Now, Phil, is there any type of race strategy that we could employ to make up some of the spots? Obviously, starting in the 11th spot hinders him a bit at this racetrack, since 4 of the 7 races have been won from the top 10. Is there a pit strategy that we could employ to try to make up some of these spots?
Boy, Brad, I don't think 2 tires is an option here as quickly as the tires have fallen off. I think it's just a matter of trying to make this car better, Brad, so we can run the bottom or we can run the top. That was another good lap time right there. That looked like about the 3rd fastest lap of anybody on the racetrack. Keep making this car better and passing the guys on the racetrack.
Yeah, Phil, the COT car is so hard on the tires that very rarely those 2 tire pit stops pay off for you. So I don't think that's probably the way to go. They just need to keep working on it. We see the car has a lot of long run speed, meaning it's not falling off and keeping pace with the leaders. But it looks like it needs to be a little bit faster on that short run so he doesn't let him get so far away from it.
How about short pitting? Would you come in a little bit earlier, maybe?
Well, when your car is strong on a long run, you want that run to go as long as it possibly can. So you kind of want to shy away from short pitting when you have a good long run car.
So Dale Jr. now hugging that white line.
Yeah, you want to take advantage of your car while it's good. So if it's good, you want to run that. You want to see longer runs.
You're driving away from everybody behind you there.
You're talking about pulling away and trying to reel in that 15 of Paul Menard. Menard running in 13th spot, trying to take it away from him. We'll be right back for Kansas.
Up he goes, celebrating as only Tony can. Look at him go. Where does he get his energy? The delicious sweet onion chicken teriyaki and the gotta-have-it Subway Club. It's what keeps Tony Stewart going. Subway, race hard, eat fresh. Huh.
This giant load of cement isn't going to walk itself to the job site.
And this boat? Well, it's not going to tow itself out of the water. And a car isn't going to cut it here. For jobs like these, you need a Ford truck. Guys, you don't want to do that.
Now, for a limited time, see your Ford dealer for our best offers of the year on all built Ford Tough trucks.
Got a job to do? Count on a Ford truck to get them done right.
I'm here with Casey Kane to introduce the Allstate Safe Driving Bonus Check. Just drive safe for 6 months.
And Allstate will send a check right to your mailbox.
Because the best drivers in the world deserve it. Wow. Like I said, accident forgiveness, part of your choice auto, only from Allstate. Are you in good hands?
Great, just one more. I'm super sorry about your commercial.
NASCAR fans, get this exclusive offer featuring hat, tee, and collector's pin commemorating your driver's place in the 2008 NASCAR Chase for the Sprint Cup for just $45. To order, call 1-877-841-RACE or log on to NASCAR.com/2008Chase.
Tonight, everyone's desperate for more. 4 out of 4 stars. Deliciously twisty. Don't miss this. The sexy new season. ABC's Desperate Housewives. The season premiere tonight, 9/8 Central on ABC.
There were injuries and surprises. Then there was this.
I bribed the judges.
Over 44 million people know why dancing is. ABC's Dancing with the Stars live Monday at 8/7 Central on ABC.
Welcome back. Those of you watching NASCAR Hot Pass are the only ones who saw that move up into the 13th spot. You're able to see every lap of the race that Dale Earnhardt Jr. turns right here on NASCAR Hot Pass, exclusively on DirecTV. The National Guard Chevrolet coming back to the driver now as we've completed 34 laps. We're on lap 35 of 267. And again, the pit window anywhere from 52 to 56 laps. So I'm guessing they'll start talking about any type of changes they're going to want to make on that first stop here pretty soon. And we talked a little bit about the fuel burning off, maybe making it a little bit of a tighter vehicle.
Yeah, Rick, like we talked at the start of the race, how Dale was very loose. When you have a high fuel load, it puts a lot of weight behind the axle. It makes the cars try to swing around on you, so to speak. It's got a lot of leverage back there. So as the fuel burns off, the car's naturally going to get tighter, and it seems to come right into Dale in the National Guard Chevrolet.
Rick, it's just like a pendulum. The pendulum effect is what we call it when you have that weight behind the rear axle.
So that's been the issue at the start of the run. Take a look at our Hot Pass hot shots from where they run. Jeff Gordon in 7th. We're in the 13th position. Kevin Harvick's 23rd. How about Kyle Busch back in 35th? Now, moments ago, when we were at commercial break, take a look. We saw the 18 team, some of their crew members, running down pit road. The word was that potentially they could be blowing up once again.
Unbelievable.
So an unfortunate incident for Kyle Busch one time again. That could be 3 for 3, having bad finishes here as we have started the chase. There you see Dale Earnhardt Jr. and how he's ranking in top lap times on the 36th lap. Right now they're thinking potentially just a plug wire on that 18 will keep you informed as to how he's running.
That would be more hoping than thinking, I think.
A hopeful situation for a better finish for Kyle Busch after starting the season so strong. And things have fallen off. But not for Dale Earnhardt Jr. He's moving the right direction. Back up toward the front in the 13th spot now. He's 14.7 seconds behind race leader Matt Kenseth. Martin Truex Jr. running second. Moving all the way up to third has been Brian Vickers. Dropped back to fourth is Jimmy Johnson, and Elliott Sadler continuing to hold on to the 5th spot. The other car that you're sitting by for, Casey Mears in that number 5, is running in the 6th spot. Then Jeff Gordon in the 7th. So if one of those two fall out, obviously you're going to leave the booth and go to work, Brad, but, well, do another type of job. But what happens if the other one falls out?
That's tough pick. Someone's going to have to get in it. Do you know anyone?
Well, what do you think? I mean, what do you think about, I mean, if you can do this and then go down and race, what about me? Could I do this and go down and race?
Man, I don't know.
Hey, ho, ho!
Yeah, man, I've seen the rental car skills.
You have not. Oh, my goodness. Well, that would obviously be unfortunate.
Hey, Brad is really good at listening to our producer, Rick.
Did you notice how he kept quiet there? You know, moments ago, take another look. Another loose situation here for the 80. Is it because he's running so low on the racetrack?
Nah, his car's just loose at this point. He's doing all he can do. He got a little too aggressive with it, but that's what you do. You keep testing your race car, hoping that it'll have the grip you need on it. You can hear it. Wow. You hear that motor rev up, and that's a good sign that you've spun the tires up off the corner and that you're loose.
Amazing to say that you're spinning the tires when you're going 170 plus miles an hour.
Well, that's what makes these cars so challenging to drive. These are very difficult cars to race. The COT car is just, it's got a lot of horsepower.
Hey, Brad, tell us a little bit about what's going to go on in a couple weeks for you.
I've got a lot of great things going on. We're going to run some truck races and also going to run the Sprint Cup car twice at Charlotte, Texas for GoDaddy out of the Hendrick Motorsports Stadium.
Making your Cup debut here in a couple weeks. Are you nervous or are you excited?
I'm excited about it. Hopefully, I've got a great teammate with Dale here, and they were the guys to beat at Charlotte in the test. So we'll have to see how that works out. Hopefully, he'll let me have a setup.
I'm guessing you might be able to talk about it. Now, do you guys race online?
Oh, yeah. Dale
so do you give
setup?
Do you guys give setups back and forth online?
I seem to give more setups than I get from Dale.
Really?
Yeah. I challenge him about that every once in a while, but
it's got to be a give and take.
Give and take with a little more giving than taking.
Well, again, now we have a new leader in Martin Truex Jr. in front of Matt Kenseth. Brian Vickers runs second. Jimmy Johnson is in the 4th spot. And Brian Vickers in that 3rd spot. Matt Kenseth second. And Elliott Sadler rounding out the top 5. Jeff Gordon has stayed right there in the 7th position. Another one of our Hotpass hot shots. And we have not heard much on the radio from Dale Earnhardt Jr. as far as the handling of his race car.
But you know what I have been watching? I've been watching this ticker up here behind leader, and it's working its way down. So that's good. He's fast right now.
14.4 seconds is the differential between he and Martin Truex Jr. And it continues, as you mentioned, to go down. So he is reeling in. The car's up in front of him, and that leader, Martin Truex Jr. Again, we're looking at around 52 to 56 laps for his first pit stop of the day. That will be coming up in about 7 more laps. But we have not heard from crew chief Tony Eury Jr. as to the changes that might be made and the speculation as to when they will be coming onto pit road.
Okay, Dale Jr. right now continues to run one of the top 5 or 6 fastest laps each and every lap around this racetrack. Again, I think the differential between 1st and 2nd is pretty much stabilized at around 14 and a half seconds, but he is continually running faster than a lot of the cars running out in front of him.
Put on your crew chief hat, Brad. What changes would you make, if any, to this race car to try to make it a little more comfortable? And actually hold on to that thought, and we'll ask you when we get ready to do the pit stop when we come back here to more Hot Pass in Kansas.
You feel. And when it's running clean, you feel it. Which is why we developed full synthetic Pennzoil Platinum with active cleansing agents to clean out up to 46% of sludge in the first oil change. That's 3 times better than the leading conventional oil. Pennzoil Platinum Motor Oil. Our ultimate clean for your ultimate feeling. Not just oil, Pennzoil.
Joey, you're pretty good, but if you're going to drive the Home Depot car, you still have a lot to learn. I think you're ready now. Sweet.
To master the great outdoors, the pros choose Husqvarna for exceptional power and performance, precision, and amazing control. Master your great outdoors with the same power and performance demanded by the pros. Husqvarna, professionally proven outdoor power equipment. Get a Husqvarna in your hands during Chainsaw Demo Days.
Welcome back. Our leaders are on pit road, at least some of the cars that were out in front early on in this one. Matt Kenseth, Jimmy Johnson, they both made their way onto pit road, as well as a few other cars. We continue to stay out on the racetrack. I'm sure we'll hear very shortly from Tony Eury Jr. as to when he wants Dale Jr. on pit road. Do any type of changes. And what do you guys think as far as what would you make? Would you make any minor adjustments to this race car? Or would they be maybe some just air pressure adjustments?
Well, we've seen the short run speed, Phil, has not been as good as it needs to, but the long run speed has been phenomenal.
Dale Jr.'s wanting to know if everybody's short pitting because he sees the cars peeling off pit road right now.
Y'all hear me? 4 pit this time. Oh, keep me on top of the gas, Miles. Jesus, this ain't on top of it. $4,100 to line, $4,100, no pressure.
A lot going on right here. Dale's going to pit under green. He's asking about short pitting because he wanted to know, as a driver, you want to get all you can get before you pit.
7 inside there, 7 inside.
A lot of action on
Let you go, let you go. 5, 4, 3. Go right there.
While all of this is going on, chaos coming off of pit road. The 99 actually ran into the 20 and saw some damage.
Go, go, go. Go hard, go hard, go hard, go hard, go hard, go hard. Right there. 4,100 to the cone here. Blend off of 2. All clear, blend off of 2 there.
Michael Waltrip scored as the race leader.
2 more coming outside, be clear behind these 2. All clear, next car is just now to 1.
Last time by, Dale Earnhardt Jr. goes out.
Go there, 12 is about 20 back, no pressure.
And again, the 20 and the 99 talking about issues. 18 stayed out on the racetrack and led a lap. Officially scored as the race leader.
Well, Brett, even though Dale Jr. could have stayed out maybe 2-3 laps on fuel, you let those lead lap cars get those fresh tires. You can't afford to give up that time they're going to get for those 2 laps. That's why Tony Jr. brought Dale Jr. in early.
Exactly, Phil. You know, it's a balancing act when you're determining when you're going to pit as a crew chief. If you pit too early, you can get caught on a yellow, but if you wait out too long, those lead cars that are out there that pitted earlier are just clicking off way faster lap times, and you'll lose a lot of track position.
So Dale Earnhardt Jr., as the pit stops continue to cycle through, now in the 14th spot. 14.5 seconds behind race leader Matt Kenseth. Now take a look at this moments ago on pit road. Here's the 20 just in front of us, and the 99 trying to get away from the 83. Now the 99 had come off of pit road already, and the 83 came down to get into his pit stall, so the 99 was avoiding the 83.
Wow, look at that. That's exciting stuff on pit road. That's pit road can be a dangerous place sometimes, and you saw it there.
What about flat spotting the tires on that 99? Do you think having to lock it up?
Oh yeah, you can see the smoke.
Here he's got a black flag here, just be ready for it.
You know, Brad, last week at Dover, we were watching Carl Edwards get a little piece of an incident, and we thought that would really affect the car, and there he was battling for the lead late in the race and ended up with a top 3 finish.
It's okay, Ian. Okay, center. Rolled over loose exit, about a 5.
We hear it again, rolled over loose exit. This time it's about a 5. He said it was a 6 earlier on that first run. He has clean air. He's not running against anyone, so obviously this is an ideal situation for him to run laps where he can get a good feel for the race car.
Yeah, they timed their pit perfect here. You can see they've got a big...
Got about 3/4 of the straightaway to the 26. Take care of that right rear, man. Doing awesome.
They have a big gap in front of him, big gap behind him. He's got a great zone to run in right here.
Looked like the second fastest car on the racetrack that time. The only car faster was our teammate Casey Mears, who's run 4th right now.
Casey Mears up in 4th. Jimmy Johnson runs 3rd. 2nd is the one of Martin Truex Jr., and Matt Kenseth continues to lead. Dale Jr. up to 12th now in Kansas.
U.S. Army.
Warrant officer with the 18th Airborne Corps.
82nd Airborne.
Green Beret.
91 Echo, dental assistant.
Chemical officer, and I served in Iraq.
The Army taught me how to be a team player.
To be decisive.
I learned how to be a leader.
To be strong mentally
and emotionally. As it turns out, camouflage is a great way to get noticed. 150 careers in the strength America's top employers are looking for.
I am Army Strong.
I am Army Strong. See what it's like at GoArmy.com.
Okay, Tommy. Beep. Hey, Nancy's phone. Nancy doesn't have AT&T, so no bars here. Yeah, we're not getting the call about how Freddy the Fun-Loving Dinosaur's costume was damaged. Apparently, they're sending T-Rex. Yeah, we missed that call. Yay, memories.
For the best coverage, switch to AT&T. More bars in more places. Get our exclusive LG Shine for only $49.99 and get one free.
Are we spying? I love spying.
ABC Wednesday at 8, 7 Central. The most buzzed about season premiere on television comes to life. So dazzling.
Out of the darkness, it came for me.
It's terrifying. So romantic.
Somebody always loving somebody they shouldn't be loving.
And so hilarious. It's unlike anything else on television.
That sounds magical.
ABC's Emmy-winning Pushing Daisies. Season premiere Wednesday at 8, 7 Central. Part of National Stay-at-Home Week on ABC.
I guess I'll take it from here.
Just don't leak any fluid on me.
The inside of a race car can feel as hot as the Sahara. How does Dale Jr. overcome it? Energy, focus, control. Amp yourself.
I got some breath mints if you want them. I'm just saying.
Honor, loyalty, duty. The National Guard is the only branch of service that has dual missions: to serve the local communities in time of need and to protect our freedoms and liberties abroad. Now it's your turn to serve. Call or visit 1-800-GO-GUARD.com today.
Right at your bumper, still there at your door,
Hold on tight to your race car right now. Dale Earnhardt Jr. actually not fighting as loose of a condition as he did at the beginning of this race. But right now he's fighting for a position with David Reagan in that number 6.
At your door there, at your door, lap car in front of you, at your door, still there, middle of the racetrack, at your door, at your bumper, up by the wall there, at your bumper, still there, clear.
Our car is really good right here. You see him just blow by David Reagan. He's been running down the leader too. He's closed the gap about by a half second on the leader, Matt Kenseth.
Back down to the bottom of the racetrack, and he's able to keep up his momentum a bit there. We had been seeing him lose his momentum when he went down to the bottom of the racetrack as opposed to the car on the outside.
But Les, you don't have the room to exit the corner. You need all that racetrack. We know that Dale Jr. is fighting a loose condition up off the corner. He needs that entire racetrack to be able to use to get that car off the corner under power. But when you've got a car on the outside of you like David Reagan was, then you can't do that. You have to pedal that throttle up off the corner. You wonder as a driver, and I know Brad, you do the same thing, is when you chase a guy down, you know, why doesn't
there, still there, the 96, clear up behind him.
Why doesn't he just let you go, and you both will end up running faster?
Yeah, you know, there's some etiquette involved, and as a driver, there's some drivers that will help you out. And some
It's your
drivers
door
that
up
won't.
there, by the wall, still there at your bumper, still there, still outside, at your door, still there at your bumper, clear.
And it's not that David Reagan is doing anything wrong. He's not blocking Dale Jr. All he is taking Dale Jr.'s line away on the exit of the corner. And I think that if he would allow Dale Jr. to pass him because he caught him anyway, I think they would both be faster in the long run.
Yeah, certainly, Phil. You know, it's just different drivers have different styles. You know, you get over time, you learn when to race and when not to race. In the middle of the race, on a long green flag run, you need to do all you can to not run side by side because it just slows both of you down. But towards the end of the race, man, it's every man for himself, and you need to do everything you can to hold that guy back.
The 96 Joey Logano piloting that race car this weekend. He's been racing with Dale Jr. here the past couple laps. Reminder, fans, this is an interactive channel. We want to make sure that if you have questions, we would love to find the answers out for you. All you have to do is email us. And this is live. All you need to do is email us. We will try to answer your questions as soon as we get them. Hotpass@directtv.com. Give us your name and hometown so we can help you out. And we'd love to hear your questions. We've got Brad Keselowski with us here in the booth today, as well as Phil Parsons, a couple of guys that definitely know a lot about what it takes to wheel a car around a racetrack.
He's got Mark Martin in front of him, his teammate or future teammate next year at Hendrick Motorsports, and looks like he's a little faster than Mark.
Yeah, and you're sometime teammate in the Nationwide Series. I know Mark had pretty hard contact. Did he lose a left rear tire yesterday, Brad?
Yeah, Mark's driving a little sore today. He got the wall really hard yesterday in the Nationwide race and hurt his ankle and actually bruised a little bit of his back, from what I was told.
When we say softer barrier, it's not really that much softer, is it? Maybe
no, it's
safer.
not. And you know, Mark runs the aluminum seat, which is more of the old school racer seat, where Dale's running the new carbon seat, which is just a little safer and keeps us from getting some of the bruises sometimes in those wrecks.
You talked about Dale Jr. reeling in that leader. Well, now the lead is down to 14 seconds. So he continues to click away at our race leader, who now is Matt Kenseth, out in front. A little bit loose there, coming out of 4 once again for Junior.
Yeah, Dale needs to get by the 8 car here. This 8 car, even though he might be 5-10 car lengths in front of him, is just taking that little bit of air off of Dale's front end. And these cars are so sensitive that Dale's feeling that right now. He's faster than Mark. He just needs to close to get by him.
48 trying to get by the 1. You see that in the upper right-hand corner on the ABC broadcast. That's a battle for the 2nd position. Matt Kenseth holding on to the lead. He's got about a 3-second lead over the 1 of Martin Truex Jr.
I'll tell you, Rick, that 99 car of Carl Edwards, we documented.
It's starting to get too tight. He is center. Tight.
Carl Edwards is not that far from going a lap down. We've documented his trouble on pit road. The extra time it took on pit road has him on the verge of going a lap down.
Now, Phil, it looks like these adjustments have really helped out our car in the short run. We saw Dale really take off there.
Yeah, I'm curious after we get a few laps on these tires and some of the fuel load burn off, we're going to see what happens. Remember, Dale Jr. just reported in a few moments ago that he was a little tight into the center. We haven't heard that word mentioned since the race started.
28 there.
Not for position. The next car that Dale Jr. will be racing for position
door, bumper clear, all clear.
will be the 8th of Mark Martin. Mark Martin about a half a second
Way to
in
hold the
front of
bottom
us.
over there. Pass him. Good job. Keep digging.
Dale looks so strong up off the tee. Really good there.
You see that patch that goes into turn number 3. Does that disrupt the car at all when he's going over that?
You know, the biggest thing about that patch is when your car is loose. When your car is loose and you cross over that patch, it seems to really magnify it. So, you know, like the very start of the race when Dale was crossing, we see him a couple times where he bobbled right into the corner after he crossed those patches.
The updates continue to scroll across the bottom of the screen, or excuse me, off the top of our grid, but below the scroll on the top. They will give you the updates as to what some of the other cars are experiencing here in today's race. Kyle Busch
Caution is out.
got our first caution of the day.
That change made the car more comfortable. But it tightened it up a little bit in and off, did nothing for the exit. Okay, nothing for the exit.
Rumors that the two of Kurt Busch may have gotten into the wall.
Put the spring rates, I know how you do. 5% of it out, and go with something else for just the exit of the corner. All right.
5%. How do you take 5% out?
That's not much. Not much at all. It looks like Dale said the adjustments made the car a lot easier to drive and a little less line sensitive, like we talked about earlier. But maybe took just a touch of speed out of it on the long run. Made it
And he said,
tight.
he really didn't do anything for it off the corner. So that's what he's trying to repair right now, or fix, is the loose off the corner. And he said those changes really didn't do anything for that. And grab out of the way, and Rick, I just want to let you know, I was asking Mike Massaro, who works the ABC broadcast, if they'd heard anything about Jeff Gordon on their air, and he said, they said that he really wanted to get out of the car, but they couldn't find Brad, so he's not going to be able to get out.
Well, actually, we've heard that they are well aware of where Brad is right now. At least the ESPN broadcast crew is aware. They've already made it known that he's with us. He's here in the booth talking a little bit about what's going on with Dale Earnhardt Jr. And so this first caution of the day comes out after 75 laps of racing.
12 before yours. You got to go around the 8 car.
You're hearing TJ Majors let Dale Jr.
in and out. Dale Jr. Get in the box.
When he talks about an opening in and out, Bill Elliott's right behind him on pit road.
4100.
Joe Nemechek is right in front of him on pit road.
Big check up on the pit road there.
Joe Nemechek is a lap down.
Here, when you get to the 24 car here, we're going to come on in there. 24 is right. All right here. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Right there.
Adam Emmert, DJ Richardson, our tire changers, Ben Fishbeck, Matt Myers, our carriers, Rick Pigeon, our jack man, Chris Vilsuka, our gas man, Jason Dalrymple, our catch cam man.
Go to the 17, go clear all the way to the ground. 9's coming. Low.
Great
4100,
job.
all clear. 9's outside at your bumper. 4100 to the line there. Good job.
Excellent job getting Dale Earnhardt Jr. off of pit road. You heard it from the driver. Good stop, y'all.
10-4. Good stop, guys.
Well, the over-the-wall crew does a spectacular job. Brad, I'm hearing that maybe the guys in the 24 team might want to talk to you. We'll be right back.
About 10 back coming outside.
6. John Pemberton created Coca-Cola. He chose the best ingredients from around the world to create his secret formula. The result? Unique great taste and refreshment. The most uplifting drink of all time. No added preservatives, no artificial flavors, the real thing since 1886.
Welcome back to Feel Better Fast, the show that delivers rapid relief. John from Nashville, what's on your mind?
My girlfriend says I need to get off the couch and get in shape.
Hey, try skipping those nachos to reduce your drag.
That or try taking a lap around your living room every time we pit.
How about trying a different girlfriend? What?
We're live on the air. What's on your mind, caller?
The guys are waiting. Get quick advice at feelbetterfasttv.com.
Kevin Harvick here, and I'm just celebrating my latest victory. You see, I switched to Nationwide Insurance and saved a lot on my car insurance, and you can too. Just call 877-NW-SERIES for a quote today, and you can save like up to $500. Plus, you can enter to win the ultimate NASCAR experience and meet me trackside in Las Vegas. Just call 877-NW-SERIES today to switch and save. Nationwide is on your side.
In 3 days at 10/9 Central.
Happy birthday.
Being the lawyer for America's richest family has its perks.
The key to that.
But privilege comes with a price.
What are you asking me to do?
Got a secret, can you keep it sweet?
Peter Krause, Lucy Liu, and Donald Sutherland.
NYPD. What the hell did you do?
ABC's Dirty, Sexy Money. The season premiere Wednesday at 10/9 Central, part of National Stay-at-Home Week on ABC.
Welcome back to NASCAR Hot Pass, exclusively on DirecTV. Dale Earnhardt Jr. in the number 88 National Guard Chevrolet, running in the 8th position as we get ready for the restart. First caution of the day has come out on lap 75. It was a 12 that slid up into the wall. Not a lot of damage to the race car, but enough that it slowed the field for their first caution. So Dale Earnhardt Jr. brought his National Guard AMP Energy Chevrolet onto pit road, where the guys put 4 fresh tires on it, filled it full of fuel, and sent him back out.
Yeah, the 99 is on pit road right now, as well as the 17 car, both on pit road right now, and the 11 of Denny Hamlin.
So the 17 has been running up front all day. The 99 has experienced some issues
the
after.
9 is the 83-29 of your mirror. Protect the outside a little bit on the restart. Green this time, bye.
99 had to avoid the 83 when he was coming on pit road. So that put him in a little bit of a predicament. They had some damage to the front of that race car. And then put him back out on the racetrack. He was in jeopardy of going a lap down, but has not. There are 29 cars scored. Actually, there'll be 30 scored on the lead lap. When we get ready for the restart, we've completed 78 laps. This is the 79th. When the green flag comes out, we will be on lap number 80.
All right, I'll call the green. Pass to the right only.
Dale Jr. has had a loose condition coming out of turn number 4 for most of the race. After the first stop,
car is in.
They fixed it fairly well.
All right, get ready. Get ready. Quick and green. No pressure from behind. Clear by 1. Still inside there, entry door. Entry door there, no pressure from behind. Just 1 inside, entry door. Entry door. Still inside, entry bumper. 01 car there. Go clear the 01, just the 70 now. Clear low, clear all around.
Dale Jr. up to the 7th spot. You see the differential now between race leader Casey Mears in the number 5 and Dale Jr. Just 2.7 seconds.
Forward the 01, no pressure.
Great pit stop by the over-the-wall crew. Got Dale Jr. back out inside the top 10, and now it's in Dale Jr.'s hands as to move up from there. The 70 is a lap down car, so that would not be a pass for position. Next car in front of Dale Jr. scoring is the 19 of Elliott Sadler. Great
outside by himself there. Entry door. Still there, entry bumper. Still there, clear.
Great pass by Dale Jr. there on the 70. He was able to get the nose right up behind the 70 of Tony Raines. And Dale Jr. makes that move past him, and now he can set his sights on the 19.
Clear by 3 over the 9. He's clear by 3 over the 70. Clear by 6. Clear by 6. Entry door. Entry bumper. Still at your bumper. Clear. All clear.
And again, we want to welcome you to channel 796 here for Dale Earnhardt Jr. Brad Keselowski has been joining us at the first part of this broadcast, and he has now moved over to channel 797 to talk with Randy Pemberton and Hermie Sadler. Again, Brad Keselowski standing by because Jeff Gordon has been sick all week.
The 19 car there outside by himself. No pressure from behind.
And now trying to get by
Entry
the
door
19.
up by the wall. Entry bumper. clear, all clear, all clear.
Up to 6 now for Dale Earnhardt Jr.
That was a good lap that time. That was within a couple tenths of a second of the fastest cars on the racetrack.
Still outside there, still there, still outside, still there, still outside, still there. Enter door, no bar.
While he was passing Elliott Sadler for 6, so looks like the race car is really good again, short run.
Enter door up by the wall, enter bumper clear, all clear by 1.
44 of David Rudeman, a lap down car early in this race.
Southern lap car in front of you, then racing the 16.
A long green flag run to start this race, 75 laps before the first caution came out. So all of the teams made green flag stops, and then when the 12 of Ryan Newman got into the wall, the caution came out. We saw the field once again make its way onto pit road.
Enter door up there by the wall, still there. Enter bumper, still there. Still outside, clear.
Bill Elliott, the 21, a lap down. So now Dale Jr. setting his sights again on the 16 of Greg Biffle. So he'll try to reel that car in. That would be to move into the top 5.
It's looking pretty good for Hendrick Motorsports right now, Rick. We've got 1st, 2nd, 3rd, and 6th Hendrick Motorsports.
Not so bad. Rick Hendrick calling the shots for all the teams here today.
Hey, Domino's.
Hey. Guess what I did with my 30 minutes?
30-minute naps?
Uh-huh.
Domino's, you got 30 minutes.
Here it comes.
The Domino's NASCAR meal deal.
You got a large one-topping pizza.
You got your choice of chicken.
You got 2 20-ounce bottles of Coke Zero.
You got it all for $19.99.
Domino's.
You got 30 minutes.
I think you're a really good fit here, Ron.
Thanks, Michael.
You're just like Napa, always working to get better.
And I think as teammates, we can really help each other out.
Exactly.
Kind of like the way a Napa part number NBH 9187 works with an 8482. Right?
The NBH 9187 isn't compatible with the 8482, Ron.
Oh. Not even with a manual transmission?
I can't look at you right now.
Truckers told us to give him a heck of a truck. He told us not to pull any punches. So we gave them a big engine, big towing, big frame, and big brakes. What'd we get out of it? A big old pat on the back. The 2008 Motor Trend Truck of the Year, the Toyota Tundra. The truck that's changing it all.
What do you do before your driver has a souvenir trailer? When he doesn't have his own hats yet, or t-shirts, or even a sticker for your car? You cheer with your heart.
Welcome back to NASCAR Hotpass, exclusively on DirecTV. Rick Allen, Phil Parsons with you today, covering Dale Earnhardt Jr., the number 88 National Guard Chevrolet. On lap 92 of 267, Dale Earnhardt Jr. still in that 6th position, trying to reel in the 16 of Greg Biffle. Has about a 1.5 second lead over Dale Jr. now. Up in front of the field, it is teammate Casey Mears leading, followed by Jimmy Johnson and Jeff Gordon. They're running 1, 2, 3.
I'm telling you, Jimmy Johnson has found another gear somewhere, because each lap now he is 3 or 4 tenths of a second faster than anybody else on the racetrack.
And you see in the upper right-hand corner, Jimmy Johnson trying to take the position away, and we've got a problem with Kyle Petty. At 45 of Kyle Petty gets turned around and brings our next caution out. That's the second one of the day. So a little bit of debris on the racetrack. And we'll see how the car has been handling. We'll listen into Dale Jr. as he will describe what the changes have done.
I don't need another full change like the last one. Ease that first adjustment out, don't go all the way. We got the car kind of decent here.
All right.
It's just a little tight roll in the center, a little loose off.
Dale Jr. feeling pretty good right now. Little tight, little loose, little tight in the center, a little loose off.
Yeah, that first adjustment was a little bit of a track bar adjustment. That's the one he said he wants to take some of that back out.
Some air pressure in the right side, and I went down one on the track bar. Last change was left rear pressure and one round out of the right rear, so I'm just going to come up a half on the track bar, and that's it.
That pretty much explains it, Rick.
You've gone up half on the track bar, nothing else.
Nothing else. That's all I was going to do right here.
But I won't tighten it up off some and roll the center better. The track bar is fine, but you got to help me getting off the corner better, Tony Jr. Said I needed a little help off the corner, tightening it up some, just a little bit more than the last adjustment. And we need to back out some of the first adjustment. All right, simple.
4100 and 16 is going to keep on coming.
Heading back down onto pit road.
4100 there. 16 is going to keep on going.
This will complete the 95th lap of the race. Again, headed to pit stall number 16. Bill Elliott behind us. Joe Nemechek in front of us.
Come on. 5, 4, 3, 2, 4 tires. Couple coming outside, 29 coming outside, just hang outside, 2 outside, 4100, 4100, 2 outside, just 1 outside now. There you go, behind the 1. Good job guys.
18 laps since the last stop.
It still can get loose. That track bar probably get me screaming. So let's ease up on it. And I like that last change. I agree the track bar probably will hurt the center. That's the right change, I think, but I think it'll be too loose. All right.
Cobalt tools are so comfortable, you just don't want to quit working.
Try it now. Jimmy, get in the car.
Cobalt, the next generation of tough tools. Available exclusively at Lowe's.
Pipe wrench. Hey, Jimmy?
Casey Kane. Where? Casey! There he is. There he is.
Even the best drivers could use accident forgiveness. Part of your choice auto insurance. Only from Allstate. Are you in good hands?
Hey, is there anything we could do to help? Anything.
Tuesday at 8/7 Central. The show that makes families' dreams come true could be coming to you when executive producers Ashton Kutcher and J.D. Robb surprise one lucky family.
They'll knock on their door, one question, one answer, $50,000.
I'll be there handing the money.
In a groundbreaking television event.
So you better be home.
Because opportunity could be knocking on your door.
ABC's Opportunity Knocks this Tuesday at 8/7 Central, part of National Stay-at-Home Week on ABC.
We're going to be
What your engine feels, you feel. And when it's running clean, you feel it. Which is why we developed full synthetic Pennzoil Platinum with active cleansing agents to clean out up to 46% of sludge in the first oil change. That's 3 times better than the leading conventional oil. Pennzoil Platinum Motor Oil. Our ultimate clean for your ultimate feeling. Not just oil, Pennzoil.
There's only one utility vehicle that can do it all. Only one that can outrun. Only one that can outpull. Only one that can outride. And only one that can outwork every utility vehicle out there. Only Ranger. Hardest working, smoothest riding. Get financing as low as 2.99% and up to $800 during the Power Play sales event.
Deeply.
Welcome back to Kansas Speedway. We're down here on top of the pit box with Tony Jr. Tony Jr., that thing really took off loose, but then the car got better and better as you went, and then you made some adjustments now, and Dale Jr. said he really liked that last change.
Yeah, we're doing a lot of good things there. I mean, just trying to put some bite in it off the corner and things like that, but you know, he wants part of that first adjustment out, so we're going to pull a little bit of that out here and see what happens. Hopefully it won't get too loose, but I think track's rubbering up. Things are just coming our way, so we'll just keep trucking this way and see what happens.
You know, Dale Jr. typically likes the high side of the racetrack, and he went up there fairly early, but he really found a nice groove running those left sides across the apron.
Yeah, I mean, it just seems like it's planting the left sides, you know, probably wedging the car up pretty good for him. So, you know, that's probably what he needs to do right now. And, you know, if we get the car too tight, you can always go to the top.
All right, buddy, thanks.
Thanks.
So he's got the fail-safe if the car does get a little bit tight. Tony Jr. says, well, he's always got the top of the racetrack he can run, which we have seen Dale Jr. do very successfully.
All right, coming to the green here. Lots of lap cars on the inside there. Do my best to help you through them there. Pass to the right only.
We'll restart.
Nine's laying back a little bit there. Laying back about 2 car lengths.
In the ninth
All
spot.
right, get ready. Get ready. Bring it in. No pressure from the 9. No pressure. You're clear by 3. Clear by 3. All clear, all clear. 96 down low there. Hit your door, hit your bumper, still inside, hit your bumper there. Still there, the 96, still there, clear.
You know, Rick, the 20 car, Tony Stewart, has battled back. He got his way up into the 8th position. The last pit stop, he was blocked in, went all the way back to the 17th spot.
Yeah, that car stopping right in front of him is the 83 of Brian Vickers, so I'm guessing Tony Stewart will not be too happy with Vickers now back out on the racetrack.
The 01 outside, clear by 5 behind you. Still outside at your door. Still there at your bumper, clear.
The 2 is a lap down car, so not a pass for position.
At your door there, at your bumper, clear the 2, clear the 2, just the same. Inside the 21, at your door, at your bumper, still there, still inside, at your bumper, clear.
Trying to reel in that 1 of Martin Truex Jr. That would be for 8. As Dale goes back down to the bottom of the racetrack.
At your door, still there at your bumper, outside, clear the 10, just the 1 up there, just the 1, outside the 1, clear behind him. There you go.
Having to get out of the throttle a bit as he came out of 2.
Got to run there. Got to run there. There you go. Still all clear.
Lost a little of his momentum.
Entry door, entry bumper, clear.
Another lap car.
Good man, hitch mark, carry your stuff there. So got 3 lap cars between you and the 29.
Dale Jr. with about 10 car lengths between the car in front of him and about the same behind him. So Dale Jr. now running a bit in the open as he runs in the 9th position, 3.5 seconds behind race leader Casey Mears. Jimmy Johnson runs second. Mark Martin is third. Jeff Burton overcame the problem on pit road to start this race and runs fourth. Greg Biffle is fifth. Jeff Gordon 6th, Elliott Sadler 7th, Martin Truex Jr. just in front of us in that 8th spot. Rounding out the top 10 is the 29 of Kevin Harvick. Take a look at Hendrick Motorsports and how they're running today. 1st, 2nd, 6th, and 9th, all 4 cars in the top 10.
That's how it's supposed to work, Rick, with teammates there in this organization. The fact that they share this information. Great to see Casey Mears having a good run here. His car has been good from the time they dropped the green flag. Although he did lose the lead to his teammate Jimmy Johnson, but nonetheless still a great run.
Jimmy Johnson's been out front today. We've seen Matt Kenseth out front. Now Kenseth running back in the 12th spot. Jeff Gordon has been in the top 3 today. He currently runs 6th. Dale Jr. continues to run that white line through 3 and 4. We have not heard the feedback.
It was better before this.
There's the feedback we were looking for. See Allmendinger up there, 4th fastest lap on lap 108. He's got a little incentive as the release was put out. Allmendinger will not be back with Team Red Bull in 2009.
We're hearing that Mike Skinner may very well drive that car next week at Talladega, that 84 Red Bull car.
So it could be the last ride this week for A.J. Allmendinger, trying to make the most of that run today. We touched on Brad Keselowski, who's joined us in the booth at the beginning of this race, going to be driving at Lowe's Motor Speedway. Scott Speed, also another driver that could potentially make his start in the Sprint Cup Series at Lowe's Motor Speedway. That race coming up in a couple of weeks.
Scott Speed finished 8th at the road course race in New Jersey. We'll be right back with more from Kansas after this.
Happening now. I'm Al Wenninger, play-by-play announcer for the Wagner Speed Painting Tour.
The big story, the Wagner Paint Crew Plus is revolutionizing painting.
Speed and a superior finish. The 25-foot hose, metal spray gun, and roller attachment let you paint like the pros at a fraction of the cost.
Al, that's red.
Best color guy in the business, folks.
Professional results and all-star savings. Wagner, paint fast, paint smart.
No marketing fluff. No ridiculous claims. Just a promise. The ride says it all. Can-Am. Find out for yourself at the Ride Says It All Tour.
Kyle Busch leading the field. They're 3 wide.
Now the chase for the Sprint Cup comes to you with NASCAR Sprint Cup Mobile. Dropkick yourself into the drama with live race radio, real-time stats, and live team chatter. Only from Sprint and only on the Now Network.
Congrats, gotta say you've done your research.
Oh yeah, we went on cars.com, we compared models side by side, found out the price we should be paying. Feeling pretty good.
You should.
And I didn't have to resort to plan B.
Oh, what's plan B?
In order to get you to agree to my terms quickly, I was gonna have you eat these brownies, which I mixed with a horse laxative.
Excuse me. Keep talking.
My husband kind of has a sweet tooth.
Race fans, log on to NASCAR.com and see how you can customize your own driver apparel items. Only at the NASCAR.com Superstore, the official online store of NASCAR.
Welcome back to Chicagoland. Well, we're not in Chicagoland, we're in Kansas Speedway. It's a 1.5-mile racetrack. National Guard Chevrolet currently running in the 8th spot. He just took 8th away from the 8th. Martin drops back to the 9th spot. Now it's Martin Truex Jr. that he sets his sights on, who's running 7th. And Phil, you just mentioned the leader of this race is in a class all by himself.
He was running some incredible lap times, 3/4 of a second faster than anybody. He got out to about a 2.5-second lead, maybe a little bit more, and I think he backed off, Rick. I think he's just playing right now because he slowed down to about a 34 flat. He was running a 33.60. So I think Jimmy Johnson, once he got a little bit of a cushion, has backed off a little bit. He's got a great race car.
There you see the comparison between
Caution out.
race leader Jimmy Johnson and Dale Earnhardt Jr. Third caution of the day. It sounds like it's the 96.
The car was better the run before this. It's a little bit too loose down in the corner under braking. So get the track bar back down for that and undo the other change that was put in for the exit. The track bar should be enough. Just undo the last two.
24 laps since the last time they were on pit road.
It was pretty good that last run. Just a tick, tight roll in the center. You might can put about a quarter, half pound in the right rear. I didn't want to put that whole track bar adjustment back. I just wanted to go a little bit, but because I didn't need the whole thing. It made it a little bit too loose down in under braking, like it was at the start. Bar down a half. Yeah, put the track bar down a half a pound in the right rear. Today.
Minor adjustments, but for the most
Unless you
part.
started taking air out of it to help the car then. No, if you haven't adjusted that at all, we'll see what it does. I bet it'll help both grip and turning.
Yeah, we done that on the first stop. We went up on the right rear, went up 2 in the right front. Right front probably was made you a little tight in the center, but let's just leave that side alone. But do a little bit more of what I did a while ago that you like. Okay, just a touch now. 10-4, half pound. Track bar down a half. 4,100. Pull off pretty early here. He's about 5,000. He's gonna pull off here. 4,100. You're 10 away. All right. Here, come on, come on, come on, come on. 2, 1, come on, right there.
Remember, half round down on the track bar. Half a pound of air in the right rear tire.
Go, go, go. Stay tight right there. Clear out. 1 right to 5 and a 29 right there beside you. Here, clear off 4,100 there. 4,100 there. Behind the 19. Good job. Good work, y'all.
I tell you,
good stop.
Yeah, Rick, Tony Jr. does such a nice job of
Keep working on that, getting in and out. Get more than that.
I don't want to fuck. I think I can get in plenty hot.
We'll be right back with more from Kansas.
So I think I get in good. You talking me in makes me...
I'm not here to terminate John Connor. Really, I just want to watch his DirecTV. He just got 4 months free.
Terminate cable and get our best offer of the year.
On September 30th, the wait is over. Iron Man. Own it on 2-disc DVD and Blu-ray September 30th.
Jimmy? Casey? Dale? Yeah, man. Let's rock.
When you're Hendrick Motorsports, every race is a battle. And every win comes with Q Motor Oil technology. And there's a Q horsepower specially designed to help maximize the power in your car. Unleash all your horses.
Everything okay, Carl? I'm winning, right?
Yeah, but the other drivers think Aflac sponsorship's giving you an advantage.
Well, if you're sick and you can't work, Aflac pays cash fast to help keep you in the race.
I know, but they see it a little differently.
I taught him that.
Aflac, proud sponsor of NASCAR and Carl Edwards.
You can't sit in a driver's lap for the Tums Quick Pack 500 at Martinsville Speedway on October 19th. But any seat at this historic half mile is almost like being behind the wheel. When action happens, you are on top of it, and the action is constant. At the Tums Quick Pack 500, you'll be so close to the action, you can feel it. Great seats remain, just not in the cars. Call 877-RACE-TICKS or visit martinsvillespeedway.com.
Yeah. Y'all got the hatchet. Snap them.
Well, folks, you've just caught the tail end of a great conversation there. Dale Earnhardt Jr. and Tony Eury Jr. were talking about, we've always heard Tony Jr. say, come on, come on, come on, right when Dale Jr. gets close to his pit stall. Well, Dale Earnhardt Jr. just made an analogy, and he says it's like that game where you're trying to pull the bones out of the body and someone's yelling, hurry, 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 hurry. He said it makes me nervous, and I think I might screw up. So Tony Eury Jr. said, we're not at that advanced level yet. We're still playing with Legos down here.
Lap car is coming up the inside.
Having fun right now as we're closing in on the halfway point of this race from Kansas Speedway. Dale Earnhardt Jr. in the 8th spot. Out in front now, the 1 of Martin Truex Jr. We've seen a little pit strategy. We've seen some cars come in and just do right side tires. Again, the last time they were on pit road was about 24 laps ago.
You know, that last pit stop, the 5 of Casey Mears stayed on the racetrack, and he only fell back to 4th, which is really surprising because they had about 20 laps on the tires when he decided to stay out.
All right,
so
man. That's 29, the 5, 17-year mirror there. Still a couple guys up there that might have gotten 2 or something. Not real sure.
It's a pretty good run by Casey Mears to only drop back to 4th on 20-lap old tires.
You know, Phil, it's amazing. Brad Keselowski, he joined us earlier in the broadcast, and now he's just wandering around. Obviously doesn't think that he needs to work anymore.
All right, cars in, past the right only. 29 is about 2 back there. Get ready. Get ready. Bring it in.
I think we need to cut his pay then.
2 inside there. 2 inside. Still 2 inside. Clear 1 lane there, just 1 inside.
Phil, that got my attention, the cut and pay, and I'll tell you what, here's a guy earning his money on the high side on the restart.
Coming with the run 1 back on the high side there, right with you there. 1 inside, just the 47, just the 47 there.
They're getting serious up in front of Dale Jr. right now. He checks up a bit.
Inside the 96 at your bumper there. 96 at your bumper. Still there, still inside.
Just a reminder of what's taking place.
All clear.
Up to this point, Brad Keselowski joins us because he is, well, he's going to be potentially a substitute driver for the 24 of Jeff Gordon as we're closing in on.
Behind you there, caution is going to be out. Keep digging, caution is out, caution is out. Caution is out, you're all clear.
See the 17 spinning. That brings out our 4th caution of the day. Brad Keselowski was going to be a backup driver for Jeff Gordon. Gordon has not been feeling well all week. So
I'm real loose up on the top second groove. I got no right rear up there. All right.
We asked Brad
it's
if he'd
okay
join
on the
us.
bottom. It's been like that the whole race. On restart. On the right rear if I'm off the bottom. I gotta put that left front and that left rear all over that white line for some grip. And out.
Great save by Matt Kenseth.
Well, is that a save? I think we were questioning the definition of a save.
We were talking about your nationwide race yesterday, and actually we were discussing a spin versus a slide.
Yes.
And this I would call a slide.
He's sliding right here.
This
He's
is not
sliding.
a spin. This would be a slide.
I believe he does spin before this is over. Let's see. He's still sliding. This is not classified as a spin.
He's going to leave the racetrack sliding. Now, when he gets down here in the grass.
No, see, that's a spin.
Now, that is a spin.
Up until that point, it was just a slide.
Yeah, he was sliding for a long ways, and then he spun. So we'll technically give him a spin.
Phil, I hear him working the guns down there. Are we going to be coming down pit road once again?
No, we're not going to come down pit road. We only ran, what, one lap or something like that. So,
yeah.
No, not at all.
I'll tell you what, that was one heck of a job he did. Sliding.
You don't think he saved it?
No, the end.
Kevin knows behind you there that you're a little loose in that second groove on restart, and he'll work with you.
Yeah, I didn't really want him to know about it, TJ, but that's all right. I'm sure you can already see it, but I don't know too much.
10-4. He's pretty good at Richmond. We helped him out a lot. He helped you out, so I think you'll be all right.
Dale Jr. doesn't want to give too much information out.
That was for the 17 spinning off turn 2. No contact, no wrecks behind him.
Got to keep your cards close to the vest as far as what you got.
It's funny that you use the word cards because Dale is a great poker player. All those who play poker against him know that. You don't play poker with Dale.
Well, that's just a challenge.
It is. He's a very good poker player.
You see the point standings. Moved up a spot to 8. Came into the 3rd race of the chase in the 9th position.
Boy, look at Kyle Busch and where he runs in the racetrack. But I have to believe, I've been watching the scoring monitor. I think Kyle Busch may have got his engine problem straightened out.
But you want to go when you get back over to the line.
You know, Phil, we look at the points we saw as they stood. Jimmy Johnson was 8th, 136 points behind at this point in 2006. He went on to win by 56 points. That was a 192-point swing. So Dale Jr. definitely still in contention for this championship in 2008.
Oh, without a doubt. Here we come away with a good, strong top 5 finish, and inevitably.
Old Bill got his lap back there. Coming outside here.
Some of these guys will have some problems, like Kyle Busch appears to have had an engine problem, whether it's fixed or not.
To go. I'll clear.
Then Matt spinning just a few moments ago, and each race as we go down
Bill
towards
wheeling it up there earlier, wasn't he?
Towards Homestead, we'll shift these points around.
Yeah, Bill was wheeling it.
Without a doubt, Phil. And you know what track's coming up next week?
Yeah, it's a little bit of an equalizer.
Yeah, anything can happen there, but I'd like our guys' chances at Talladega.
You gotta love Dale Jr. at Talladega.
I mean, he won 5 times at Talladega?
That's correct. Career at Talladega in 17 starts, 5 wins. Over 50% of his starts, he's finished in the top 10.
How about the graphics guy, man? He is on top of it. So much credit for that.
Spencer filling in on our channel this week. So thank you, Spencer. And obviously that was nice of you, Brad, to point that out.
I'm impressed.
Jeff Porper is normally the gentleman who does the graphics on this channel, but Spencer May's filling in, and so we want to thank all of those guys back in the truck. He's
so the 29.19.5 in your mirror.
He's also the one who
a lot of lap cars on the inside there.
Continues to put your name on the screen, so I'm guessing that might be why you're commenting on how good of a job he's doing.
Well, he is doing a great job. Oh, look at that.
Yeah.
There we go. Thank you very much.
Like that.
All right, pace cars in.
Don't spoil him up there,
ready.
Rick.
Get ready. Green.
Green flag back out. Dale Jr. restarts in the 7th spot.
All clear.
Dale Jr. looked high on the 31. Now tucks back in right on the back bumper.
You'll see a lot of these drivers just get very aggressive on the restart. This is the best time to pass. Everyone's all bunched
Clear
up.
by 4, 3
You're
wide
looking,
clear. 5 just past the ball on the outside. Clear by 4 over the 5.
You're looking to take advantage of mistakes. So, you're searching. You see how tight they are right there? 3 wide.
There, 2 inside. Still 2 inside. Just 1 inside. Clear. All clear.
That'll take your breath away. Marcos Ambrose in the 47 just shuffled back through the inside of cars on his outside.
And you also, Brad, know that this is as good as it's going to get. Your tires have cooled off a little bit during the caution flag, or you come out with new tires. Obviously, we only ran 1 lap after that last restart, so this is as good as the car is going to be this entire run.
Without a doubt, Phil.
Right now we have Casey Mears behind us, and Phil, you had commented earlier on.
Good job. You're clear by 5. He's clear by 10.
How good of a run Casey Mears has been having today. We're seeing a lot of cars take advantage of that white line, the apron. They're hooking those left side tires down there, and Dale Jr. even mentioned he gets a lot more grip when he gets the left sides on that white line.
Yeah, but that will not come into play on the run straightaway. They're just trying to straighten that straightaway out as much as they can to make the shortest distance, because the front stretch is not enough of a turn to matter, so they can easily go down there on the flat without upsetting the car.
1 to 31, 1 inside there. Still inside. Still caution's out. Caution is out, 1 inside. Caution is out, 1 inside there.
See the 20 skating across the infield.
There you go, you're all clear.
We'll have to see the spot on this.
And up there, watch yourself.
I think Dale was in front of him when the yellow came out.
Yep, Jeff.
They have to go back to the loop that they had passed before the caution came out as far as scoring. There's loops all around the racetrack.
4.
So we'll see.
What's this all about? It's like Jeff and Dale had something to say to each other.
7, he's inside there, be clear behind him.
Little teammate action. I think Jeff Gordon may have been saying, hey, why is my substitute driver on your channel?
No, I think it looked like Jeff maybe checked up in front of the 70 and bunched him up there when that yell came out and about caused a wreck there. I think Dale was showing his
displeasure.
Displeasure, yeah, that's a good word for it.
This is a slide, by the way.
That is a slide. That's not a spin, folks.
And it actually is in the heartland here. It looks as though he was burrowing through the infield.
Tony's had an interesting day.
Yeah, 10-4. Car's too tight right here on the bottom. Tight. We just need to back up just a touch now. Ease it out. Track's going that way anyway.
And I've never seen anyone get their car kicked before.
Well, and there you see.
I don't know. That might have just been that little scuff. We already put a scuff on these, didn't we? We already had one of these restarts, right?
Yes, sir. 10-4.
Yeah, so just ease it a little bit out, and just ease a tiny bit out here to try to free it up, not much, because that might have just been a cycle there doing that.
Yeah, maybe we'll just do your little trick that you want to do, maybe a quarter pound in the right rear or something like that for the next stop. We'll just see.
Yeah, something like that. All right.
People out here trying to carve out their American dream. While they have different lives, different jobs, different needs, they all rely on the same truck. Ford F-Series, America's #1 selling pickup.
Now, for a limited time, see your Ford dealer for our best offers of the year on all built Ford Tough trucks.
These are the trucks that are built in America.
Sometimes just getting to retirement seems impossible. That's where we come in. As one of the nation's 401k leaders, the Principal offers many simple ways to plan for retirement, making it easier for you to get where you're going. The Principal Financial Group will give you an edge.
This is Detective Tyler, and he back
in the blink of an eye.
Detective Sam Tyler's whole world rewound back to 1973. And he has no idea why.
This is my desk, my computer. Like 2001, A Space Odyssey.
Harvey Keitel, Michael Imperioli, Gretchen Mol, and Jason O'Mara.
Do we have a warrant? Here's your warrant. Perfect.
ABC's Life on Mars. The series premiere Thursday, October 9th at 10/9 Central on ABC.
Oh, could everyone please aim their remote at one of these slow images? Now pick a fast one. Excellent. You've now demonstrated for yourself the difference between DSL and Roadrunner high-speed online. Add all these extra features over our advanced fiber network, and you'll see why Roadrunner zooms past DSL every time.
Call Time Warner Cable for special savings on Roadrunner high-speed online. Don't delay. Call today. Time Warner Cable, the power of you.
Boom, 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 boom. Boom, 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 boom. You knocked me out. Right off of my feet. Boom, boom, boom.
A race car driver feels 800 pounds of force at every turn. How does Dale Jr. overcome it? Energy Focused Control. Amp yourself.
Sweet mother.
$1,000.
Welcome back to NASCAR Hot Pass exclusively on DirecTV. Dale Earnhardt Jr. holding on to the 6th spot. Just in front of him is that 24 of Jeff Gordon. Right behind him.
Be aware that last restart, the 5 car went to the high side and passed a couple cars out there. He went 3 wide and passed a bunch of them. 10-4, yeah, I was thinking about trying that here. Right up near the wall.
All right, guys, let's watch this now.
This is coming out of turn number 4, just as the caution is going to come out after they cross the start-finish line.
One inside there. Still inside.
Right about here, the yellow comes out. You can clearly see Dale has the spot.
Caution is out, one inside. Caution is out, one inside there.
And so they're slowing down now. Everyone's kind of checking up. You'll see the 70 check up.
You're coming to the green, check the outside.
The 24 checks up in front of the 70. I think to show his displeasure towards the 70, racing him so hard, being a lap down.
All right,
and
ready.
Dale was pinned back there and about got into him.
Gotcha. Green flag back out here at Kansas.
So clear by 1, no pressure. Clear by 1.
See if Dale Jr. jumps to the outside here.
He looked out there and then had to check up because that 24 was right up.
Still inside at your bumper. Still there. Still there. Still inside by himself. 31's right with you. Inside, at your door. At your bumper. Clear. Inside to 31. Inside all the way in the bottom there. Just 1 inside all the way in the bottom. Just 1 inside all the way in the bottom. 2 inside there. 2 inside. Pulling them both. Just 1 inside on the apron. Clear. All clear.
Dale Jr. with a good run coming out of 4. Got by a few cars. Trying to keep that momentum up on the high side of the racetrack. Marcos Ambrose in the 47.
Oh yeah, good corner.
'24 and 07 would be 4 positions just in front of us.
No pressure behind. 23 back. Outside the 47. Outside the 47. Still there. Still there. Still outside there. Extra door on your tight.
That 07 changed 2 tires on his last pit stop, Rick.
Clear up behind him if he gets you.
Again, a reminder, we've stopped twice, or the caution has come out twice since the last time we stopped. So we have had our 4th and 5th caution after we came onto pit road the 4th time. We were on pit road on lap 118. We only have 131 to go. We've completed 136 laps. So we're past the halfway point of this race.
Your door up there all the way by the wall. Still there at your door. Still there. Still there. Still outside there at your door.
This is where it gets really frustrating when you're racing a lap car like this.
Door. At your bumper there. Still there. Still there. Clear.
Yep, Phil.
You really expect him to give you a break and hope that he would.
And just, I mean, we saw Marcos Ambrose point out the window just moments ago. I mean, he was pointing, you know, to be like, go ahead, go low. But then he continues to race him on the high side.
Yeah, that's kind of funny how that works. You know, you'll have that a lot where someone will wave you by for some reason, but then they don't, you know, lift to let you in.
Back,
So
runs
it's
the
a little
bottom
weird.
there. 99's one back, clear by 3 behind him. Inside.
Carl Edwards throwing that 99 to the bottom of the racetrack. Takes the 6th spot away from us. We move back to 7.
Carl's car rolls the center very fast right there. You can see that through 1
DJ, watch out.
10-4.
Carl's running very much the same line Dale Jr.'s running, with those left sides right on that white line.
No pressure behind. I'm watching them guys. Keep digging.
Remember, this is for position, the 07. He changed 2 tires on his last pit stop.
See the top lap times. Dale Jr. 5th fastest. Carl Edwards just a tick faster. He's in front of us. Trying to reel in that 07 of Clint Boyer. The guy in the move right now is that 99 of Carl Edwards.
Whoa, big time
Outside,
loose, Clint
your
Boyer.
door, still there, at your bumper, still there, still there, still there, clear.
That's the easy way to pass right there.
Let
Yeah,
him slide.
catch him when his foot's off the throttle, right, Brad?
Yeah, Clint is backing up there. 2 tires not working out.
Dale Jr. very loose coming out of turn 4.
You're clear by 7 to the 4731, side by side back there.
Jimmy Johnson out in front of the field. Running 2nd, Martin Truex Jr. Greg Biffle runs 3rd. Carl Edwards is 4th. Our teammate Jeff Gordon in front of us in 5th. We run in the 6th spot. And running right behind us, the 31 of Jeff Burton. We'll be back with more Kansas.
Number 20 subway car. Look at him go. Never seen him go this high. Where does he get his energy?
The delicious sweet onion chicken teriyaki and the gotta have it Subway Club. It's how Tony Stewart eats fresh.
I'm comfortable in jeans that are tough. I'm comfortable in Wrangler, real comfortable.
Wrangler 5-star premium denim jeans. Satisfaction guaranteed. Wrangler, real comfortable jeans.
I've been covering this competition for years, but nothing compares to what's happening now. I'm Al Wenninger, play-by-play announcer for the Wagner Speed Painting Tour. The big story, the Wagner Paint Crew Plus is revolutionizing painting. Speed and a superior finish. The 25-foot hose, metal spray gun, and roller attachment let you paint like the pros at a fraction of the cost.
Al, that's red.
Best color guy in the business, folks.
Professional results and all-star savings. Wagner, paint fast, paint smart.
Wow, we got all-state safe driving bonus checks.
I'm thinking spa.
I'm thinking sponsorship opportunity.
Anything else?
I said, can I get you ladies anything else?
I think we're satisfied.
Introducing the Allstate Safe Driving Bonus Check. Earn it by driving safe for 6 months. Spend it however you want. Are you in good hands?
Race fans, now you can customize your own driver apparel items only at the NASCAR.com Superstore, the official online store of NASCAR. Customize a t-shirt or fleece any way you want it. Add your name, favorite driver's number, signature, and even sponsor logos. With a wide variety of drivers to choose from, you can make your gear unique to you. Shop driver gear and merchandise today and get free shipping when you spend $100 or more. Only at the NASCAR.com Superstore.
NASCAR.com, your home for everything NASCAR.
Welcome back to NASCAR Hotpass, exclusively on DirecTV. Dale Earnhardt Jr. holding on to that 6th spot. Out in front of the field, it's Jimmy Johnson. Now, before we went to commercial break, you saw it right here on NASCAR Hotpass, how close of a call it was with this 07. Take a look at what Clint Boyer had to handle.
He had a handful, is what he had.
Oh, yeah. Big time handful. Really working that wheel, trying to keep that car straight.
Jimmy Johnson continuing to set a blistering pace. He's got a 2.3-second lead over Martin Truex Jr., who's running second. Then it's Greg Biffle, Carl Edwards, Jeff Gordon. We're running in the 6th spot. Jeff Burton behind us, Kevin Harvick, Clint Boyer. So of the 9 spots, 8 are held by Chase drivers. Chase competitors, 8 of the 9 top 9 spots. That's pretty good.
That's pretty good. Yeah, all 400 cars in the top 11. That's another good stat.
Yep, running back there in the 11th spot.
Going to have 500 cars at Charlotte coming up here in a couple of weeks.
That'll be very exciting. Hopefully we can get all 5 of them in the top 10.
I think I'd like to say that stat.
That would be a great stat, or even in the top 5.
So when you're running in Charlotte, is there any way that we could come on the radio just to say hello, just come in kind of old time sake?
You're welcome.
Okay.
Anytime.
All right, that's good to know.
Rick Phil, the Junior Nation that watches Hotpass here.
You're so political, Brad. You're so political. I can hear him hollering at us now. Get off my radio.
I'm trying to focus.
Yeah, you'll have that. But yeah, you can get on the radio sometimes. We get a little excited as drivers.
Phil, that's not true, is it?
Well, a lot of drivers do get excited. Now, I personally was not one of them, but a lot of drivers do.
Patience is your middle name.
I've got it. I'm all over it.
Dale Earnhardt Jr. holding on to the 6th spot. We haven't heard a lot of feedback. Again, we've had a situation where we've started, a caution has come out quickly. We've restarted, a caution came back out quickly. So this is the longest we've gone since we were on pit road on lap 118. So Dale Earnhardt Jr. again running down on that white line with the left side tires.
Yeah, just clipping the apron, just a little bit of it. Seems to be hooking the left side tires. He's got to get through the corner just a little bit better when he does that.
Heard TJ Majors. Let him know. Good job. Does he do that when he spots for you?
Yeah, he does. Actually, he gets a little bit of flack from Dale and I about that. We like to make fun of him a little bit. But,
why is that?
Well, it seems like every time as a driver that the spotter or the crew chief comes over the radio and says, good job, or you're running good lap times, you're watching the guy in front of you drive away. So, you always got to wonder, sometimes those spotters and crew chiefs can just stretch the truth a little bit.
Well, we know that Dale Earnhardt Jr. obviously watches this race and this broadcast back after every race. So it's like a game film for him. So he will be watching this, and I'm sure he'll hear TJ Majors say, good job, good lap, and then he'll probably look up and see behind the leader 11 seconds and say, TJ, what are you doing?
Yeah, that'll probably come about in a text message maybe half hour later.
But again, holding on to a 6th place position. Jimmy Johnson setting a blistering pace. That's why that number on the top of the screen continues to increase, because Jimmy Johnson running very, very good lap times. He has a 4-second lead over 2nd place Martin Truex Jr. Then it's 5.3 seconds back to Carl Edwards, 5.6 seconds back to Greg Biffle, 10.6 back to Jeff Gordon. And again, we're running about 11.6 seconds back from race leader Jimmy Johnson. Only 114 laps remaining in this race. The pit window between 52 and 56 laps. We will have to come on to pit road 2 more times. The last time we were on pit road was lap 118. It's lap 154. 36 laps have been run since
clear
we've
by
been
4 there, still running the bottom behind you. Clear by 15 behind him.
On pit road, we would expect another 20 laps, which would put us approximately 93 laps remaining in this race, and then another 52 to 56 laps off of that, we would come back onto pit road. 2 more stops, 2 more attempts at changing to try to make the car better. And we see Jeff Burton running down on the bottom of the track. see if that works for him. You know, Dale Jr. has moved up to the high side, trying to keep that momentum up.
Back down to the bottom in this corner, 1 and 2.
Yeah, that's what's a little bit surprising. He runs the bottom in 1 and 2. Look how he gains on Jeff Burton through the center of the corner, and then goes to the high side down in 3 and 4.
Silent on the radio since the restart. Now to the high side in 1 and 2.
Look at all the black marks against the wall there in 1 and 2. Obviously, you can see it's very tough to run the high line. You just miss it by a little bit, and you brush that fence.
Joe Logano's made his mark on the wall up there. We've seen both Penske cars have issues with the walls. Dale Jr. holding on to 6th. We'll be right back.
Diet Pepsi Max. Maximum taste, maximum energy, 0 calories. Stop it!
Kyle Busch leading the field. They're 3 wide. Side by side. To the lead on the back straightaway.
Now the chase for the Sprint Cup comes to you with NASCAR Sprint Cup Mobile. Dropkick yourself into the drama with live race radio, real-time stats, and live team chatter. Only from Sprint and only on the Now Network.
When a crossover can get 24 miles per gallon and take 7 people along for the ride, suddenly the whole world changes. Discover Flex from Ford. Drive one.
Tonight at 9/8 Central, it's the juiciest 5 years in the making season premiere.
I have a husband now. Whose?
ABC's Desperate Housewives, the season premiere tonight, 9/8 Central on ABC.
There were injuries and surprises.
Super Bowl!
Then there was this.
I bribed the judges.
Over 44 million people know why dancing is.
Hot, hot, hot!
ABC's Dancing with the Stars, live Monday at 8/7 Central on ABC.
Welcome back. Just 107 laps remaining from Kansas of our 267 lap race, 400 miles. Dale Earnhardt Jr. holding on to that 6th spot. He has searched around a bit on the racetrack, trying to find the fastest way around. He's gone up to the high side. He's stayed down low. TJ Majors actually made a comment about some of the other drivers running the middle of the racetrack.
The battle for 5th here is heating up. Jeff Gordon has 5th, Dale Jr. 6th, and right behind him, Jeff Burton 7th. All 3 cars are just fairly close. Dale seems to be a little bit faster than Jeff.
Dale Jr.
The guy's Tony Stewart has gone a lap down, and the next car to go a lap down will be the 18 of Kyle Busch.
Tony Stewart scored 33rd, Kyle Busch 32nd. So another disappointing finish. Looks as though on the way for Kyle Busch, who we thought was the phenom of 2008 for NASCAR. 17 victories up to this point in the 3 different series of NASCAR.
He's only about 2 or 3 car lengths right now in front of the leader, Jimmy Johnson, so he will be a lap down here momentarily.
Clear by 3 in there. He's running the top, both ends there now.
Jeff Burton searching for grip as well now as he goes to the high side of the racetrack. Carl Edwards has moved up into the second position behind Jimmy Johnson, who's about 3.5 seconds back of Jimmy Johnson. Now we see Jeff Burton with a pretty good run on the high side of turn 4. Gets a little sideways. Dale Earnhardt Jr. is able to stay in front of him, but some momentum on that 31.
During our commercial break, Dale Jr. came on the radio and said he was having trouble up there on the top of the racetrack. As good as Dale Jr. always runs on the top of the racetrack, right now the car is not cooperating with him up there.
And you'll see that a lot, Phil. Certain setups will run the bottom. Other setups will run the top a little better. So Dale's setup right now is just not agreeing with the top of the racetrack, where Jeff Burton's right now seems to be very strong up there.
Again, Rick Allen, Phil Parsons, Brad Keselowski here on Channel 796 riding shotgun with Dale Earnhardt Jr.
I'm Ryan Newman, proud member of the 2008 Gillette Young Guns. Congratulations to my team for winning last week's Gillette Time Shaver Challenge for spending the least amount of time on pit road.
Get into the race. Visit participating retailers to purchase specially marked Gillette Fusion razors that include one of 6 Gillette Young Gun trading cards. For more information, go to GilletteYoungGuns.com.
Precision on pit road. It's everything. The Gillette Time Shaver Challenge.
Since you guys taught me to drive, I'm gonna teach you to wrestle. This is a body slam. Not bad. These guys are phenomenal.
Start every day with Gillette Fusion Power Phenom. With Gillette's most comfortable shave, you'll feel phenomenal. Gillette Fusion Power Phenom, the only razor used by the Gillette Young Guns.
For even more comfort, use Gillette Fusion Hydrogel. Comfortable?
ABC Tonight. A new journey begins as Extreme Makeover Home Edition crosses the country to celebrate a season of real heroes.
People, are you ready?
It starts with one woman.
Good morning!
And the 14 kids she's taken in. It's our biggest family ever. The 2-hour season premiere of ABC's Extreme Makeover Home Edition. Tonight at 7, 6 Central, part of National Stay-at-Home Week on ABC.
I get out and I ride with my buddies every weekend, you know. We go out and get after it. Like today, we hit one section when everyone stopped, second guessed it, and I just kept going. Rock here, rock there. I just got a handful, and there she went.
True all-wheel drive, new active descent control, legendary ride and handling. Polaris, the world's toughest ATVs. Polaris Power Play sales event. Get to your participating dealer for up to $800 in rebates and as low as 3.99% APR on select ATVs.
Oh, could everyone please aim their remote at one of these slow images? Now pick a fast one. Excellent. You've now demonstrated for yourself the difference between DSL and Roadrunner High Speed Online. Add all these extra features over our advanced fiber network, and you'll see why Roadrunner zooms past DSL every time.
Call Time Warner Cable for special savings on Roadrunner High Speed Online. Don't delay. Call today. Time Warner Cable, the power of you.
Welcome back. Things heating up right now between the 88 and the 31.
Entry door, still there, entry door. Be clear behind him there.
Dale Jr. trying to stay off of that 31, but actually turnabout is fair play, and the 31 just moments ago got into the 88.
These guys are racing hard. Wow. What they're trying to do is get all they can get out of their cars before they pit, because pit stops are coming.
Probably 5 laps away.
Yeah, 5, 6, 7 laps away, no more than that.
To the high side of the racetrack goes Dale Earnhardt Jr. looking down low, the 29. This was 3 laps ago. You take a look, that 31 of Jeff Burton gets into the back. You see him check up right away.
Still inside.
Didn't want to get that 88 turned around, but still. A little contact made there between the 31 and the 88.
I'm not sure what that was about. If Jeff was trying to send a message or if that was accidental, it would be hard to tell.
Now Dale Jr. going to the high side. 29 of Kevin Harvick running down toward the bottom of the track. Another close call there for Dale Jr. as he came out of 4.
I'll say, man, he is really wheeling that car.
Sawing at the wheel. He stays on the high side of the racetrack now as he goes to 1 and 2. Look for the momentum coming out of turn number 2. He'll reel that 29 back in. Take a look at these hands coming out of turn 4.
That's what you call a handful coming off 4.
Next time they come onto pit road, NASCAR has allowed an 8th man. They're normally used to having 7 go over the wall. They'll allow an extra man. That person is generally allowed to come over the wall to service the driver, to give him water or to take care of the windshield.
Very important as the race progresses because you'll see more debris on the track, more rubber, more sand, and all that will blast right on the windshield of the race car, make it real hard to see. So we pull a tear off, and that guy will pull the tear off. Also, the drivers are starting to get wore down. It's pretty hot out there today here in Kansas, so you know, get them guys a fresh water and get them rehydrated.
You know, those tear-offs are amazing. Back in the day, we would have a glass windshield, and when it got sandblasted, just like these tear-offs, you just had to live with it. The guys would wash it the best they could, but obviously that would do nothing for the pits from the sandblasting, and by the time you got to the end of the race, it was extremely difficult to see.
Phil, you talk about like that was a long, long time ago. That probably wasn't that far or long ago when you had the glass windshield. I mean, we're talking 15 years ago?
Yeah, probably so. And then they went to the Lexan windshield, which was a whole lot safer, obviously. And then they came with a tear-off even after that. So we did have a Lexan windshield for a few years before they came out with the tear-offs. And when the optics became good enough with the tear-offs, that's when people started layering them on the windshield. Yeah, getting ready to come in. The 31's on pit road right now.
Next time by, we'll see the 88 make his way onto pit road. Dale Jr.'s moved up to 3rd now because of the cars in front of him on pit road. He stays right up next to the wall through 1 and 2. Dale Jr.
Remember that line because ain't nobody touched them last time right there. It's hard to run up there, buddy.
There you heard it.
Pressure 4100 here. Still all clear there. Come on, inside that cone there, 4100.
Got on the pit road great.
Kept the speed up. Now 4100, which is 45 miles per hour. 16 of Greg Biffle also on pit road.
4 tires. All right, come on. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Slides to a stop in pit stall number 16.
Pit crew has been flawless all day, so they can rip out another great stop.
A little bit of a chassis adjustment over there on the right rear.
Go hard, go, 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 go. They're all the way out, go. Hit low speed. There, 4100 to the line, blend off the 2, 4100 to the line. All clear, just stay on the apron here till 2.
Back up to speed. He's got to stay on the apron until he comes off of turn 2.
All clear to go up when you get over there. No pressure. No.
Big bump on pit road. You see the big bump on pit road as he tries to get his speed up, coming up off of pit road. You cross that and it gets you a little loose and makes it hard to do that.
Getting cold tires on the race car. Got to be a little bit cautious.
And this is, you see, wow, you see him really work the wheel right there. You got that high fuel load like we talked about, the low air pressures, cold tires. Not only that, but another thing is, as a driver, when you're racing and you're on old tires, you get used to driving your car a certain level, and you get used to driving it in a certain amount. And when you put new tires on, you have to drive it way deeper into the corner, and it just takes a little while to get used to. So it takes about a lap or 2 to get back in a rhythm.
You know, it's funny, Brad, you mentioned that we were talking about tear-offs a few moments ago, and I know there have been times when I've had a windshield tear-off taken off the windshield, and you almost have to reacclimate yourself because you're used to looking through a very obscured windshield, and all of a sudden everything's bright and it almost looks different. So it takes a little bit to adjust to even that.
Yeah, it's like a new pair of glasses.
Ray Words. It's real loose.
Whoa, yeah, he's moving.
It's like the air is coming out of the tires all day.
You know, Brad, coming off of pit road, you mentioned that there was a bump. We want to show you.
Yeah, you can really feel it. Watch the car move right here when it crosses.
Right there?
Yeah. It doesn't look like much, folks, but man, it's tough on you.
We'll be right back with more. Junior's got his hands full.
And this boat? Well, it's not going to tow itself out of the water. And a car isn't going to cut it here. For jobs like these, you need a Ford truck. Guys, you don't want to do that.
Now, for a limited time, see your Ford dealer for our best offers of the year on all built Ford Tough trucks.
Got a job to do? Count on a Ford truck to get them done right.
What your engine feels, you feel. And when it's running clean, you feel it. That's why Pennzoil Motor Oil is specially formulated with active cleansing agents to clean out up to 15% of sludge in the first oil change. And a cleaner engine just feels better. So change with Pennzoil and feel the clean. Not just oil, Pennzoil.
Work's so crazy right now. Fashion Week's coming up, and I have to meet with all these LA designers to line up clothes for the show. It's so crazy.
What? What? Reflect your style. Get the new Ultra Sleek LG Shine. It's this season's hottest accessory, designed to move you fashion forward. Get our exclusive LG Shine for only $49.99 and get one free, only from AT&T.
Race fans, log on to NASCAR.com and see how you can customize your own driver apparel items. Only at the NASCAR.com Superstore, the official online store of NASCAR.
Welcome back. Tony Eury Jr. just made the comment to Dale Jr. He said, go ahead and turn the right front bead blower off. Maybe build up a little more air pressure in that right front tire, and that might help the handling of the race car. That's the amazing part about the technology of this sport. How now you've got switches to turn the individual bead blowers off and on. I mean, amazing what the advances have been made in this sport.
Yeah, and what that will do is it'll build up the right front air pressure. You hear Dale, he keeps talking about how it's rolled over on the right front. Well, the easiest way to fix that is increase the right front air pressure, and it'll prop that car up more. It won't let the sidewall of the tire fold under as much, and maybe that'll fix this problem.
Dale Jr. currently runs in the 10th spot.
The 07 head back there, run on the bottom.
81 laps remaining.
How many laps are left? 80.
Going by that 18.
That was a pass for position. Kyle Busch is not pitted yet. He came in on one of the later cautions after we came in on our pit stop, and we stayed out on a couple cautions. He came in one of those later ones, so he is not pitted yet, as well as the fourth place car of Paul Menard has not pitted yet. He actually just lost that fourth spot. I think he may
back with a run there. Look inside, big hole behind him.
He may be on pit road right now, so Dale Jr. will move up to the 8th spot, but he's got a battle on his hands with a 07.
Yeah, Dale bobbled very similar to what Clint did when he was in front of him. Dale got by, just very loose right in the center of the corner.
We're still seeing that loose condition out of the 88 as he came out of turn 2. He was rolled sideways. Our championship standings. Dale Jr. moves up a spot to 8. Jimmy Johnson will be 10 points in front of Edwards. Greg Biffle 40 back as they run on the track. See the 15 off of the racetrack now. Out in front, it's Jimmy Johnson, then Carl Edwards, Martin Truex Jr., Greg Biffle, Jeff Gordon, Jeff Burton, Kevin Harvick, Clint Boyer. We're running in the 9th position, and David Reagan's behind us in 10th.
This is all it's got. Don't be coming over here and tell me to hustle when the leader laps me, all right? I ain't gonna do no fist.
Dale Jr. might not realize that there are 25 cars on the lead lap, and he's running 9th right now. So not anywhere near in jeopardy of being lapped, but obviously he knows he's giving it his all. It's the most he can do to make the car get around the racetrack. And again, unbelievably sideways coming off of turn 4 there once again.
He's loose in, he's loose from the center, and he's extremely loose on exit.
See the difference between the 99 and the 88. Carl Edwards actually running 2nd now. The 48 of, and Carl Edwards, excuse me, out in front, 48 running 2nd. So that's the difference between our race leader and Dale Jr., the 20.
53 back with a run there. He's cleared by 12 to the 70 behind him. Yeah. I'll see. Outside there, middle groove, outside the middle there. Outside, be clear behind him.
Center section of that 20, Tony Stewart is missing.
Now the 15 who's going by is in a different pit strategy. He's got about 10 lap newer tires than we have. So that was not full position.
15 of Paul Menard, a lap down.
Yeah, he was just on pit road a couple laps ago. So as Brad mentioned, 10, 15 laps.
out here somewhere.
Yeah, I can see it from here. It's out there somewhere.
Dale Jr. with his hands full.
You can see the NASCAR official monitoring the work done on that 20 car. Typically work like that they would like for you to do behind pit wall, but since there are green flag pit stops and pit road is not a real busy place, they're letting them make that splitter change on pit road. Dale Jr. right now, obviously he said the car is as loose as it was at the very beginning of the race. Would love to see a caution flag. Sometimes as a driver, Brad.
With a run there inside the 70. Inside clear by 10 behind him, but the 6-2, 17 lined up.
Get a situation like this, you would love to see something on the racetrack that NASCAR would see.
Dale Jr. looks so. That's the most sideways I think I've seen this car the entire race. Even the start of the race, he wasn't this loose.
Yeah, I don't know what's happened. I don't know what we changed here, but the car has really gotten out of control.
I know all the changes have been minor changes. Been a half around here, a quarter around here, a half a pound maybe. Been very, very minor changes. And again, as Dale Jr. said, the car right now is as loose as it was at the very beginning of the race.
Coming up on 2 minutes for Tony Stewart that he has been in his pit stall working on that splitter. Carl Edwards out in front of this field. Jimmy Johnson runs 2nd. He's 1.4 seconds back from Carl. Greg Biffle, Jeff Gordon, and Martin Truex Jr. are your top 5. Dale Earnhardt Jr. trying to hold on to this top 10 position. He's got one more time to work on it. We'll be right back with more.
When you want to get away.
Both.
Enterprise will pick you up and get you going to romantic weekends. Pick Enterprise. We'll pick you up.
Welcome, everybody, to the Wakeboard Challenge. Here comes our first run.
Coming in, heel side 540, nice.
Let's see what Team Fault can do. Check out this guy. Coming in heel side 540, very nice. Let's check that on the slow-mo.
He's got great rotation. It's a rear hand rainbow trout crab. And it looks like he saved a little puppy.
I think that's a Chihuahua, Tom.
Ay caramba, Jimbo. That's incredible.
Vault all the quench with an extra kick for those who get it done.
And then some.
Joey, you're pretty good. But if you're going to drive the Home Depot car, you still have a lot to learn. I think you're ready now. Sweet.
Ode to the Subway Big Philly cheesesteak. If freshly baked bread, melted cheese, and a mountain of juicy grilled steak ain't brotherly love, what is? The Subway Big Philly cheesesteak. Subway, eat fresh.
From the grandstands to the infield, it's where over 100,000 fans start cheering on Friday and don't stop until Monday. To the historic Super Speedway, where victory and survival in the chase for the Sprint Cup hinges on every turn. If you plan to go to one race weekend this year, this is it. This is more than a race. This is Talladega. To guarantee your seats to the Amp Energy 500, the Mountain Dew 250, and the ARCA Remax 250, go to TalladegaSuperspeedway.com or call 877-GO-TO-DEGA.
Welcome back. Dale Jr. has slid back to the 11th spot. Carl Edwards continuing to lead. Jimmy Johnson running second as they have just completed their 200th lap. We're on lap 201. 67 laps remain in this race. The 267 lap race, 400 miles. Again, our pit window is 52 to 56 laps. The last time we were on pit road,
lap 177 was the last time.
That's what I was looking for. Lap 177. Green flag pit stop. So we're looking at the 200 and say 30, around 230 lap mark. And that would be in 29 laps. Dale Jr. has had his hands full with a very loose race car at the start of this run, but now a big run on that 6th
bumper clear
to take the 10th spot back.
Yeah, possibly coming back to him here.
As the fuel burns off, the car should tighten up a bit because of the weight in the back going off.
Yeah, yes, it should. As the weight comes off the back of the car, like we talked about, that pendulum effect goes away. Also, he's running the top now, so you know, that maybe just that little bit that you drive the car different on the top has helped him out. But he looks a lot better now than he did at the start of this run.
And remember at the very beginning of the race when he was extremely loose, the car got better as they went too. Towards the end of the run, the car got better. So maybe as you were talking about, maybe that car's turned the corner, getting a little bit better because he obviously ran the 6 car back down and went by him.
If we do the math and we figure out that 28 laps from now, he's going to have to be back on pit road for, say, a green flag pit stop, which would take us all the way to the end. That would leave us with about 35 laps remaining in this race. So that's a shorter run. Would you try to tighten that car up a bit, knowing that it wouldn't come to him until very late in the run?
Well, Phil, I think Tony Ura Jr. is probably working on a plan right now to tighten him up, maybe with some air pressure or some wedge to get him going on that short run. What have you got down there?
I think the same thing, Brad. I also think that they may even consider not filling it with fuel because it seems to be that the car gets better as it burns the fuel off. If we stop around lap 230, we only have about 37 laps to the end. We obviously do not have to have a full tank of fuel, so they may leave a little bit of fuel out of it in order to accelerate the nose weight coming up on the car.
And that's an excellent idea, Phil. That's one of the many adjustments that we have that the pit crew can help us out with as a driver. You know, they can strategize and say, well, you only need 30 laps of fuel, and take a little bit of that fuel out and just help us out. And actually, right now, Dale looks pretty fast. He's not quite as good as the 99 car right now, but his time seemed to have certainly leveled off to the field.
Yeah, he has. He's only about a 1/10 and a half slower than the 99 that lap. And one of the faster cars on the racetrack. We'll keep an eye on the scoring monitor right now. Ran a 1/10 of a second faster than David Reagan, who we had just passed a few moments ago. This lap is about 3/10 of a second off Carl Edwards right now, who is the fastest car on the racetrack.
And that's quite a bit, 3/10 of a second on that lap. The Dale Jr. Celebrity Sports Auction is scheduled for October 13th at the Concord Convention Center in North Carolina. Proceeds from the event will benefit the Dale Jr. Foundation, Make-A-Wish, and Victory Junction Gang Camp. There will also be a charity concert featuring country artist Gary Allen and a special appearance by Kyle Petty at Whiskey River in Charlotte, North Carolina on October 12th. For more information, go to thedalejrfoundation.org.
There are only 16 cars right now left on the lead lap. A.J. Allmendinger right now, the last car on the lead lap.
Closing in on that final green flag stop. We'll be back with more.
Reached into my pocket and found all this extra money.
Reverse pickpocketed.
Yeah.
Description?
Tall, lots of bling.
You got a reverse
That's him.
right there?
Down there, yeah.
Sure?
That's him.
Hey, excuse me. You stop!
Hands on your crown. Easy.
Hey, hey, hey!
Are you okay? Hey, hey, hey.
Beware, this man could put extra money in your pocket.
Grab a new BK wrapper morning, noon, and night. The King's got all-day value all wrapped up.
I'm here with Casey Kane to introduce the Allstate Safe Driving Bonus Check. Just drive safe for 6 months.
And Allstate will send a check right to your mailbox.
Because the best drivers in the world deserve it. Wow. Like I said, accident forgiveness, part of Your Choice Auto, only from Allstate. Are you in good hands?
Great, just one more. I'm super sorry about your commercial.
This is Detective Tyler, and he back.
In the blink of an eye, Detective Sam Tyler woke up in 1973 and doesn't know why.
I need my cell.
You need to sell what?
Thursday, October 9th, Harvey Keitel, Michael Imperioli, Gretchen Mall, and Jason O'Mara in the most anticipated premiere of the season.
Do we have a warrant?
Here's your warrant.
Perfect. ABC's Life on Mars. Series premiere Thursday, October 9th, 10/9 Central on ABC.
Since 1636, the Guard has brought glory and honor upon itself and its soldiers through quiet and selfless service. There is a long and noble history of the National Guard, serving at home and abroad to ensure the safety and freedom of their fellow citizens. Our sons, our daughters, our neighbors, our co-workers, the DNA of America. Do you think you have what it takes to be a member of this select group?
The DirecTV Rewards Visa Card delivers more DirecTV for less. Turn your everyday purchases into discounts on our exclusive sports packages, your favorite premium movie channels, or state-of-the-art HD DVRs. Apply today and you'll get $5 off your monthly DirecTV bill for a full year. There's simply no limit to the DirecTV Rewards Visa Card. Call now and let the savings begin.
And welcome back to Kansas Speedway, the final 54 laps remaining in this one. Dale Earnhardt Jr. running 11th. You've been able to see from the green flag up to this point, uninterrupted in the lower left corner of your screen. Moments ago, a very close call with Kurt Busch.
The two car tried to let him by, but didn't let him all the way by. Just one of those situations where they mistimed it. Obviously not the two car's day. Looking at the right side of his car, it looks like he's made some contact or something.
Brushed that wall. some point in time today. Sixteen cars are on the lead lap.
You know, Rick, you talk about short pitting. This may be one of those times when you might want to consider short pitting. Try to get in about 5 laps or so before you need to. You're taking a gamble in case the caution flag were to come out, but you'll get to use those new tires for 5 more laps. So that may be something that Tony Jr. may be considering.
And we've talked about how this car runs better, or it has been running better at the end of a run. Now with 52 laps remaining, that's his pit window. So Dale Earnhardt Jr. from this point on could come on to pit road at any time.
Only thing coming back there is that 47, 5 back on new tires.
Now the 99 car is setting a very fast pace, about 6 seconds.
Outside here. Outside the 47 car. There behind him.
About 6 seconds back on the leader.
If you really wanted to gamble, we last pitted on lap number 177. That left 90 laps until the end of the race. You just divide that in half and stop 45 laps into that run. Again, you're taking a gamble, but you know you'll have enough fuel to get to the end, and then you'll get the new off those tires and get the good use out of them.
Yeah, we'll have to see what Tony Eury Jr.'s strategy is here. I'm sure he's looking at them lap times really closely.
Yeah, we're 40 laps right now into this run. So I'd say any time from 5 to 10 laps.
Caution's out.
We're going to go ahead and pit here in just a minute, Brad.
Yeah, I believe, when the yellow comes out would be a great time to pit.
If we can get a little bit back normal where we were in the middle of the race there,
I'll fill in the blanks there. I'm guessing it is loose, 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 loose.
Yes, and loose.
And I think he threw in another loose somewhere. There are 16 on the lead lap. It looks as though Brian Vickers, who was racing extremely hard at the beginning of this race and went a lap down, will get the free pass, so that will make it 17 on the lead lap when we get ready to restart.
We'll be coming on the pit road at lap number 219, so that should give us enough fuel to get to the end and a little bit of a cushion in the event of a green-white checkered. So this could be our last pit stop unless the caution flag comes out again.
6 has the very first stall towards turn 4 there. He's going to be pulling off real early.
Travis Wappel in the 28 is the reason for this caution. We've had 6 today. The fewest cautions ever at Kansas in the 7 previous races have been 7 cautions. We would like to break that record today and go all the way to the checkered flag under green flag conditions after this stop.
6 pulls off early, 4100 at the line.
That track bar around over there on the right side.
Go to the grand. 4100 there, you're all clear. 4100, you're all clear. Clear behind the 19, lucky dog coming around the outside right there. That wasn't the best stop. I appreciate you getting it done.
Hearing the 07 of Clint Boyer, a little bit too fast coming in and a little bit too fast going off. So he will have to incur a penalty. 48 laps remain in this one. And that means Dale Earnhardt Jr. as well as the rest of the field should be able to make it all the way to the checkered flag. Let's see how the car handles when we come back for the restart.
Chase for the Sprint Cup comes to you with NASCAR Sprint Cup Mobile. Dropkick yourself into the drama with live race radio, real-time stats, and live team chatter. Only from Sprint and only on the Now Network.
When a new crossover arrives with 24 miles per gallon and 3 rows of upscale everything, it opens eyes and possibilities. Discover Flex from Ford. Drive one.
Here, and I'm just celebrating my latest victory. You see, I switched to Nationwide Insurance and saved a lot on my car insurance, and you can too. Just call 877-NW Series for a quote today, and you can save like up to $500. Plus, you can enter to win the ultimate NASCAR experience and meet me trackside in Las Vegas. Just call 877-NW Series today to switch and save. Nationwide is on your side.
Here's to Friday night dust storms, 200-mile-per-hour winds, and some of the coolest nights in America. Fields of high pressure, big puffy clouds, a sound of thunder, and the scattered showers we hope our favorite drivers get caught up in. Most of all, here's to every fan who's anything but fair weather.
First one, you only run about 3-4 laps. You got a good scuff on it, then you took it back off and it's fine. Hey, okay.
Little banner going back and forth between Tony Eury Jr. and Dale Earnhardt Jr. talking about how many laps are remaining in this race.
Next time, bye.
The information that Dale Jr. wants toward the end of the race and the setup as far as what he has underneath the race car now. Dale Jr. said, I'd really like a tighter race car to start this, to restart this race with 46 to go.
And Tony Jr. said he's going to have a tighter race car. Dale Jr. wanted Tony Jr. to promise him. He wanted him to promise him.
And Tony Eury Jr. fired back with, get me a top 5. You have 46 laps to do it.
26-11 in your mirror.
Restarting 12th here with, it's going to be 45 to go. So Tony Jr. is asking to get 7 spots here.
I'll call the green, pass the right only.
Our GPS scoring is showing 11th, so we'll find out if he can get 6-7 spots here in the final 45 laps.
All right, get ready. Get ready. Crank. All clear in front of you there. Check it up. Sure, stay high. Stay high. 2 inside. Still 2 inside. 2 inside still. 2 inside. Still 2 inside there. Still just 1 inside all the way on the bottom now. 1 inside all the way on the bottom.
Wow, look at that action.
Very close call there between the 1 and the 88. Martin Truex Jr. didn't seem to come up to speed as quick.
There at your door.
This is what I love about Hotpass right here. This is the view to have.
Still inside the 41 by himself down there. No pressure from behind. Clear the 41. Just a 10 down there now. Just a 10.
Dale Jr. trying to clip off the spots. He's moved up to 10.
At your door. At your bumper, the 10. Clear. All clear. Get inside the 10 car, at your door. Still there at your bumper, clear low.
Little loose once again.
Inside. Yeah, 1 inside, 1 outside there, in the middle there, clear high behind the 19. 1 inside. Still just 1 inside. Still inside there, at your door. Just the 11 down there, clear by 3 to the 84 behind him. All clear.
Denny Hamlin taking the spot away, moves us back to 12th. Haven't run.
Get in front of you, come on low.
Denny.
They're down low, coming down low there. Keep digging, come on.
I lot of action on that restart. Wow. That gets your heart pumping.
So the 7th caution of the day has come out. Denny Hamlin decides to take pit road as the way to avoid any problems on the racetrack. He'll just cruise through. A little bit of a spin in front of Dale Jr. One of those cars spinning was the 55 of Michael Waltrip.
11 between you and the 10 there. He's just now off 2.
Yeah, NASCAR will allow you to go down pit road as long as you decrease your speed after you get on the pit road to avoid an incident.
Another look at the onboard, the smoke in front. We heard TJ Majors saying go low, go low, go low.
Oh, come in for an adjustment.
Dale Jr. wants to come in for an adjustment.
Do.
He is in the 11th spot. There are 17 cars on the lead lap.
But I honestly am, be honest with you, because I don't know how I can fix a car and not do nothing. But oh, now I don't want to pit now. Pit, 4 tires. I don't want no pit. Let the 11 in. Let the 11 in. Try it. Nope, right? They're all going to come behind you there. 4100 coming at you. Fuel back. Go one round down on the track bar. One round down on the track bar, no fuel. Pulling left.
There you go, Phil. That's what we were talking about before about not putting in fuel, trying to help them out.
Yeah, trying to minimize the rear weight behind the axle. Around on the track bar again. Dale Jr. said the car was not tight enough. Yeah, so I think it was a good call to come down pit road. Might as well make an adjustment.
All clear.
It didn't appear to be what he needed on the first lap or two after the restart. So, with that few of cars on the lead lap, I think it's a good call to come in. Now, if there was 24 cars on the lead lap, then you got to think about it.
Well, especially Phil, since everyone behind him came.
Exactly.
That's the biggest thing right there. He didn't lose anything here at all.
Yeah, I think that's the biggest benefit is that the track position didn't go away because everybody else behind him had the same idea. They wanted to make their race cars better so that they'd be more competitive for these final 39 laps.
One to go to line.
Yeah, we hope this one last cycle on these tires, everybody that stayed out will have a cycle on these tires where they got hot and then cooled off again.
The 2 was Lucky Dog or what? Or who's the 5 next guy up there in front of me? 12 was the Lucky Dog. As soon as you come across the line here, I'll tell you. 12 is the Lucky Dog. Should be behind 07. That's what it says. 07 is the last car.
That's going to cycle through.
Right now it says Sadler. But then before you pit it, so you have to wait till everybody comes by. But you're probably going to be behind the 5.
Yeah, our GPS shows the 5, which is a good thing here.
Yeah, that's going to be right. I was just looking at as they came down the front straightaway, and I was looking at the cars that I knew were on the lead lap.
There. Only gave up a couple, I think.
And the 5 of Casey Mears was the last car in front of us that was on the lead lap.
So they'll restart with 38 laps remaining. We're right behind our teammate Casey Mears. He's had a solid day today as he runs 13th. Our other teammate, Jimmy Johnson, is leading this race. Jeff Gordon runs 3rd. Sorry, Brad, that you weren't able to jump in that Sprint Cup car today.
He cut your brakes and damn near turned you.
Well,
Well, I think my spotter should have told him I wanted to bottom, but he didn't.
As good as Jeff's run today, I don't think he was going to get out.
I just started running their lap before, so I can't expect it to be too damn good. get strong.
Yeah, you would've. Got a little green still.
Coming to the green.
Speaking of green, they're coming to the green. 38 laps of racing about to
26.
get underway.
Your mirror there. Lots of lap cars on the inside. Pace cars in. All right, get ready. Bring it. No pressure from behind. No pressure from behind there. Clear line into the 26. The lap cars inside. Still inside the 07. Enter door. Enter door there. Inside. It's going to be in the middle there. Clear high one inside. Clear high one inside.
Took that spot away from Martin Truex Jr. Problems at the one. He's slowed on the racetrack.
That'll move us up a spot to the 13.
Still inside. Still inside the 70. Clear the 70. Just the 2 there now. Just the 2.
But Martin Truex car had a problem on the last restart.
Still inside the 2. Still just one inside there. One inside there. Still just one inside the 2. Enter your bumper. Still there. Clear the 2. Just the 10 now. Just that 10 car.
Trying to clear the 10 on
Still
the
inside.
outside.
Enter your door. Enter your door. Enter your bumper. Still there. Clear.
Ambrose got into the wall. Marcus Ambrose in that 47. Now you see the problems with the 1. He's on pit road. That's the upper right corner of your screen.
Looks like he's working on ignition boxes. Must have ignition trouble.
Dale Jr. right on the tire tracks of that 5 of Casey Mears. It checks up a bit. He decides to stay behind him. The 15 of Paul Menard is a slower lap down car, running on the high side. So it's still trying to get by our teammate, Casey Mears in the 5. 35 laps remain here at Kansas. He seems to be rolling the center of the corner very good. He reels in that 5. Now he's going to try to make the run on it.
By himself, 70's one back behind you. Enter your door there. 5 outside, still by himself. Enter your door. Still there. Still there. Still one outside there. Just one outside the 15. Just the 15 there. Still there at your door. Still there at your door. Still outside by himself. By himself out there. Still there by himself. Still there at your door. Still there at your door, middle of the track. Still there at your door. Still there at your door. Still there at your bumper now. Still outside there.
This is
your bumper still there at your door. Still outside at your door.
Well, Brad, this is a situation where you would love to catch a break here and let Paul let you go.
Your door up there. Still up there at your bumper. Clear. All clear.
Finally clears Paul Menard, and he's going to work to chase down Denny Hamlin, the next car for position. He's been pretty quick right here. I think these changes are working.
Still there at your door. At your bumper. Clear the 18. Clear the 18.
Able to get by the 18.
Outside at your door, middle of the track there. Middle of the track at your door, at your bumper. Clear the 78, all clear, all clear.
The 11 is the next car for position. We try to go by that 41 of Wheat Sorensen. Read another
at
car,
your door,
a lap down.
at your bumper clear, all clear.
This would be a good time to let it know. Only 31 laps remaining in this race.
You want to count them down for him next time by. You want to tell him 30 laps to go.
By the wall, at your door still there. At your door, still there. Still outside, at your door there. By himself, no pressure behind. At your bumper, still there. 21 car at your door now. At your bumper, clear the 21. Just the 01 there. Outside, outside, still there. Still there. Still at your bumper. Still at clear.
Phil, it seems to me like
30 to go.
there you go. 30 to go.
Race 11.
I was just getting ready to say, you want to know who you're chasing, how many laps are remaining, and where you're running.
Well, it doesn't necessarily matter where you're running, because you want to just pass the next guy in front of you for position, but you do want to know how many laps to go and who you're racing next, right, Brad?
Yeah, that last segment of the race, you want to know every second, any information you can get.
Dale Jr. brings the 88 National Guard Chevrolet out of turn 4.
Before I retire.
Dale Jr. talking about retirement. Actually, I'm sure that was a joke, that some of it was bleeped out.
Well, this is the part where you have 100% mentally, you're just drained. You're using everything you got. So sometimes you need to vent a little over the radio.
He's talking about Paul Menard, Brad. He was a little bit upset that Paul raced him so hard there, being a lap down like he was.
Dale Jr. running 12. In front of this field, our teammate Jimmy Johnson. The 99 of Carl Edwards and the 24 of Jeff Gordon are your top 3, trying to break into the top 10 here.
Car driver feels 800 pounds of force at every turn. How does Dale Jr. overcome it? Energy, focus, control. Amp yourself.
Sweet mother.
There's a lot of people out here trying to carve out their American dream. While they have different lives, different jobs, different needs, they all rely on the same truck. Ford F-Series, America's #1 selling pickup.
Now, for a limited time, see your Ford dealer for our best offers of the year on all built Ford Tough trucks.
These are the trucks that are built in America.
Daddy, let me let you in a little secret about the Darlings.
No further questions. Why can't you be cool about this?
Do you know how much love I've given up to be in this family? Which of our children isn't mine?
You're bad. This is a bad idea.
I know.
Are you really prepared to let them get away with murder? Dirty Rich.
ABC's Dirty Sexy Money. Season premiere Wednesday at 10/9 Central on ABC.
So many secrets.
The DirecTV Rewards Visa Card delivers more DirecTV for less. Turn your everyday purchases into discounts on our exclusive sports packages, your favorite premium movie channels, or state-of-the-art HD DVRs. Apply today and you'll get $5 off your monthly DirecTV bill for a full year. There's simply no limit to the DirecTV Rewards Visa Card. Call now and let the savings begin.
Moving day is here, the most dreaded of days. Packing, unpacking, your mind in a haze. DirecTV knows how stressful moving can be, so we make keeping your entertainment both easy and free. For uninterrupted service of the shows you like best, just leave the dish behind and we'll handle the rest. Simply dial 877-616-MOVE and we'll throw in 3 months of Stars and Showtime for free.
Welcome back to Kansas Speedway, the final 23 laps of the race. Dale Earnhardt Jr. running 12th, trying to run down that 19 of Elliott Sadler to take over the 11th spot. Having a little bit of a hard time here with the 42 of Juan Pablo Montoya. And he just came over the radio to Tony Eury Jr. and said, you know, it's still a little bit too loose. So the adjustments that Tony Eury Jr. made on the last stop probably tightened it up a bit, but not as much as he was hoping for. Again, we talk about this being an interactive channel. We had an email come in from Don out of McKinney, Texas, and he was asking, Phil, what car is this as far as chassis-wise?
Yeah, this is actually Hendrick Motorsports chassis number 499. This is the same car that Dale Jr. ran at Lowe's Motor Speedway back in May in the 600. Really had a great, probably had the best race car there, and ended up cutting the tire down, getting into the outside wall, but still managed to come away with a 5th place finish. He also ran this car at the Brickyard and finished in the 12th spot. So chassis number 499 here for Dale Jr.
Thanks for the question, Don. And again, any emails you have, please send those to hotpass@directtv.com.
Clear by 7, 20 to go at the line. Racing at 19.
20 to go, clear by 7. And you want to reel in that 19 of Elliott Sadler.
18 and the 11 in front of them. You're better, both of them.
Dale's back to work in the bottom side of the racetrack. Right on the white line, as we've seen him most of the day. A few runs he moved up, but most of the day the ideal line's been right on that white line for him.
Saw it on the wheel a bit as he comes out of turn number 4.
Clear by 7 over the 07. No pressure at all, man. Go get that 11.
We do want to thank Brad Keselowski for joining us. Brad, we appreciate your time. Obviously, the reason for you sticking around and being available to us is the possibility of you being a substitute driver for Jeff Gordon, who's been feeling sick. But Jeff Gordon has a pretty good car and decided to stay in that one today. He's running 3rd right now on the racetrack. But we want to wish you good luck, obviously, in your Sprint Cup debut coming up here at Lowe's Motor Speedway in a couple weeks.
Well, thank you very much. It's been a pleasure, and hopefully we can get Dale up here in the top 10 before the end of this race.
I think Jeff probably was a little scared to let you drive that race car, because you may have taken it right into victory lane.
That would have been nice. This would have been a good car to drive, that's for sure.
Good job, Brad. Thanks, buddy.
Thank you, guys.
And so with the final 17 laps of racing remaining, it is the 48 of Jimmy Johnson, the 99 of Carl Edwards, the 24 of Jeff Gordon. Greg Biffle, Matt Kenseth are your top 5. And it's Jeff Burton, Kevin Harvick.
Just put way up in the middle. Hit your mark, man. Doing awesome. We'll get that 11, 19 up there.
David Reagan. The 84 of A.J. Allmendinger, potentially in his final race in that race car. And the 11 of Denny Hamlin. That's your top 10.
Clear by 1 there. Looking inside. All clear. 42 is 1 back there. We're not racing him.
Final 15 laps of the race in front of us. We know we're good on fuel. We came down pit road with plenty of time to make it on fuel.
Lamps, assholes. To go here. 15, 14 to the line. 14 to go at the line.
A hot day in Kansas City, Kansas. Kansas Speedway is made for a slick racetrack, and especially slick for Dale Earnhardt Jr., who has fought a loose condition all day long. There'll be 12 laps of racing remaining. when Jimmy Johnson, our race leader, crosses the start-finish line. He's got about a half a lap lead over Dale Earnhardt Jr. As Junior goes down the backstretch, Jimmy Johnson just goes across the start-finish line.
Outside, up on the wall, 42 car outside, still there, by himself up there, no pressure from behind.
12 to go for Dale Jr. Michael Waltrip blowing the left front tire on his number 55. And that puts a lot of debris on the inside of the racetrack, but it doesn't look like it's in the racing groove. So no caution has come out. Closing in on the final 10 laps of this race.
NASCAR check the track over.
11 to go at the line here. 11 to go right here.
Said no debris on the racetrack.
Car positions about halfway the way back to 5 car. Goes the line, you're clear by 8 over the 7. He's clear by 20 to the 5 behind him.
Hey, Rick.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. How about the top 3 guys in points right now running in the top 4 positions?
Yeah, very impressive right now for Jimmy Johnson, Carl Edwards, and
42-38-9 there in front of you, all racing for position.
Greg Biffle is running 4th. There's your championship standings. Tony Stewart plummeting. That is the position we grab. We're up into the 8th spot.
9 to go at the line, 9 to go at the line.
Johnson, Edwards, and Biffle have separated themselves from the field. 121 points back as they run on the track is Jeff Burton in 4th. And as you mentioned,
I'm sorry, Rick, go ahead.
Yeah, as you mentioned, Phil, I mean, our top 3 in points are running extremely well here today.
It's unbelievable that only 3 races in to this chase, and 4th place is already 121 points behind if they finish like they're running right now.
3 consistent finishes for Greg Biffle.
8 to go right here. You're clear by 5. He's clear by 15.
Greg Biffle, Jimmy Johnson, and Carl Edwards. As we just heard TJ Majors mention, 8 more laps remain. It's 0.8 of a second between Jimmy Johnson and Carl Edwards. So Carl Edwards is actually closing in on Jimmy Johnson, but does he have enough time? The last time by the start-finish line, just 0.7 of a second separated 1 and 2.
7 to go right here. 7 to go. 7 at the line, clear by 10. Entry door, entry bumper, still there, still outside, still there. Entry door. All clear, all clear.
Dale Jr. searched around the racetrack for grip. He ran the bottom of the track. He actually ran with the left side tires right on the white line for a good portion of this race. He searched up high, ran near the wall. You see him sawing on the steering wheel.
5 to go right here. 5 to go. You're clear by 3 over the 7. He's got the 5 on the outside of him now.
That race car
the 5 car side by side to here.
still loose. Trying to stay in front of that 5 of Casey Mears.
Clear by 8 over the 5.
5 has cleared the 70. see if he's able to
There you go.
close the
Clear
gap.
back 12, 4 to go. 4 to go.
With 4 laps remaining, 0.7 of a second still the difference between 1 and 2. Jimmy Johnson and Carl Edwards. Jeff Gordon 5.5 seconds back from Jimmy Johnson. So it has become a 2-car race with just 3 laps of racing to go. Dale Jr. will try to get by this 55, the Ailing 55 of Michael Waltrip.
Inside there by himself. Still there. Entry door. Entry bumper. Still there. Clear.
Two remaining. Only 0.4 of a second separate 1 and 2 now with 2 laps to go. Can Carl Edwards reel in Jimmy Johnson? We also have a great battle for third. Jeff Gordon, Greg Biffle. Just 1/10 of a second separate those 2 cars.
Still got the 70, about 20 back there.
And now the 99 has closed in on the back bumper of the 48. They have 1 lap of racing to go here in Kansas. The final lap for race leader Jimmy Johnson. Carl Edwards running right along the wall. Tries to keep the momentum up down the backstretch he goes. Can he reel in the 48? He's not able to close the gap.
Still the 70, about 20 back, no pressure.
Dale Jr. running 13th. He has no pressure behind him. The closest he is to the next competitor, the 07, is 7 seconds. He's behind Clint Boyer. Jimmy Johnson will win once again. Checkered flag flies for Jimmy. He wins. And Jeff Gordon drops back to 4th, it looks like.
All clear in front here. No pressure at all here. Checker flag. You're all clear. 13.
Dale Earnhardt Jr. will finish 13th.
We got to get better race cars. We won't finish here.
Well, we got to figure out what the difference is because the setup is a hell of a lot tighter than that one I just wanted. So we'll talk about it later.
Yep. We got a problem. It's obvious. We start off good. We can't run all day. Y'all figure it out. Pros.
So Dale Earnhardt Jr. will bring the National Guard Chevrolet onto pit road and into the garage. Phil Parsons.
Tony Jr., I know a frustrating day for you guys, and I know you talked about running Jimmy's setup a little bit, and you just told Dale Jr. a minute ago that you had a lot tighter setup in the car than Jimmy has right now, but yet the car's pretty loose.
Yeah, I mean, setups are real similar. You know, Jimmy, we know what his setup is, and it's a lot freer. So, you know, and that's what's kind of screwy today is every time he'd send me to tighten it up, I'd free it up, and it would get better. So there at the end, we started trying to tighten it up his way, and it just went away. So, you know, I really don't know what to say. I mean, you don't know what to do in their pit stops anymore. You're taking a gamble every time you do it. So
before, just a few weeks ago, it was the same kind of deal. The car was loose and loose and loose, and you finally started loosening the car up, and it got better just a few weeks ago. So same thing applied today.
Yeah, same thing applied today. So, you know, I don't know. Maybe we ain't doing enough homework. I don't know, but I don't have any solutions right now. So we'll just have to see.
Buddy, we appreciate it.
All right, bud.
So a disappointed crew chief in Tony Eury Jr. Obviously, Dale Earnhardt Jr. not happy as he's already climbed out of the car. You see him there at the entrance to the hauler where they're going to put that National Guard Chevrolet up on the second level once they raise it up. Let's go through our day. Get started in the 11th spot. Battled for a while, a very close call there with the 84 of A.J. Allmendinger. Moving back up, trying to get by Mark Martin in the 8th. And And then a part of a 3-wide situation. Marcos Ambrose just on the inside of all of that. The restarts got hairy today. A close call between Clint Boyer and Dale Jr. Clint Boyer gets loose. Dale Jr. gets right back in the gas and goes right on by. Kurt Busch very close as well as he was right on the back bumper. You see that, how close it was. The 7th pit stop for Dale Earnhardt Jr. They came in the 11th position, decided to make an adjustment to try to tighten that race car up. Sent him back out in the 14th spot. So he was able to make up 1 position after the final stop and ends this one in 13th. Take a look at our championship standings. Through 29 races of the 36-race season, Jimmy Johnson takes over the lead. Edwards in 2nd. Greg Biffle in 3rd. 30 points separate your top 3 after 3 races. 190 back is Dale Earnhardt Jr. Again, 7 races remain in the chase for the Sprint Cup. Our Pennzoil Ultimate pit stop of the race on lap 227. It was the 13.6 second stop. The final 7th stop of the race. Did a 4-tire stop under caution. And there's our teammate, Jimmy Johnson, in victory lane once again. We want to offer out our good fortune to the king of the crew, Rick Pigeon. An excellent job. Our jack man for the 88 team. A very hard-working over-the-wall crew. And Rick Pigeon taking care of making sure that car is up off the ground. Bill Parsons.
You know, obviously a very frustrating day for Dale Jr. And let me see if I can catch a word with him right here, right quick.
See him up against the fence and talking to some of the other reporters here. Looks as though he's going to run. We'll follow with him. That's Mike Davis in the black shirt over to the right. One of the Chevy representatives, Judy there, left in the white shirt. Young man wanting an autograph, and that's what a great thing to see there. Dale Jr. obviously a frustrating day for him, and yet a young man making his day there getting an autograph. Dale Jr. wants to get over in the shade, so let's head back down now to Phil.
Yeah. Dale Jr., I know it's an incredibly frustrating day that, you know, the car started out really, really loose and he got it better and better, and at the end of the race it got away from me again. I know it's the same old song, and I know how frustrating it's got to be.
Yeah, we ain't dialing our car in. I mean, we were real bad in the second practice. Try to get slick. We ain't working the car in to get it comfortable, so that's the best I could do. And we made light of it, though. I told them that average driver would have finished 35th, so they were lucky they had me today.
Well, we obviously have a camera on you all the time, and we see how you were fighting that thing, and I don't know how many times that thing was loose up off the corner and trying to grab that thing. But how frustrating is it knowing that you've got a better car, or the potential to have a better car, but yet you have to fight that thing?
Well, I bit my tongue a lot today. Just been trying to be better on the radio and be more productive. And I think we were, you know, like you said, we kind of gained on it in the center of the race, and we were kind of getting better. And it just went away. It got so loose at the end. I don't know what to tell them.
Got Talladega next week. You excited about going there?
Yeah, I think we'll be fine there. I'm looking forward to it. Hopefully we got a couple more in the bag that we can run good at, though.
All right, buddy, we appreciate it.
Thanks.
We definitely appreciate the fact that Dale Earnhardt Jr. gives us his time like he does. We understand a difficult day at the racetrack. And Phil, nobody would know that more than you. Obviously, you've raced so many times, not only in the Sprint Cup Series, but also the Nationwide Series. And when you've got a situation where maybe you don't have the fastest car, it's got to be tough.
It really is, because Dale Jr. is used to running up front here. This team is used to running up front, and when he struggled like he did today, and then we heard it from Tony Jr. too. There, you know, he's kind of at his wits' end also. And right now, these guys, we know how good they've been this year. We know how good they are most week in, week out. They will get that thing figured out. We're going to go to Talladega, which is a whole different animal next week. Dale Jr. is so good there. He's won 5 times, so we look for that 88 car to be up front there. But they'll get this thing figured out, and they'll go back and they'll analyze what their setup was, what Jimmy's setup was that won the race, what Jeff's setup was that ran well, and they'll get this thing figured out.
Thank you, Phil. Again, we're looking forward to 1 week from now when we head to Talladega Superspeedway.
Next week, the Sprint Cup returns to Talladega for some restrictor plate racing as the chase continues to heat up. Can Carl Edwards continue his reign on top of the point standings? Or will 5-time Talladega winner Dale Earnhardt Jr., 6-time winner Jeff Gordon, and Kevin Harvick take the checkered flag and win in the heart of Dixie? Speed kills. Who will fall victim to the big one? Don't miss the action from Dega next week on NASCAR Hotpass, only on DirecTV.
Being able to see the wind at Talladega is so important, and they've said that Dale Earnhardt Sr. could do that, and that gene, it seems to have been passed on to Dale Earnhardt Jr. Those are your Hot Pass Hot Shots we will see next week. Kevin Harvick, Dale Earnhardt Jr., Jeff Gordon, and Carl Edwards. Carl Edwards currently second in the point standings. Sweet Home, Alabama, the career record at Talladega Superspeedway for Dale Earnhardt Jr. in his 17 starts, 5 wins. That's the second most among active drivers. Only his teammate Jeff Gordon has more wins among active drivers. He's led 616 laps at that racetrack, and he will enter that race in the 8th position in our point standings. We're looking forward to next week. Obviously, an extremely tough day for the 88 team. They worked very, very hard to get it to be as good as possible. And we know our driver, Dale Earnhardt Jr., gave it everything he had. A 13th place finish, and even a little bit lighthearted at the end of this race when he was talking with our own Phil Parsons. The fans got a great show here at Kansas Speedway, and we're sure to see another great one in Talladega. Join us here on Hot Pass next week. Thanks for watching.
This copyrighted telecast may not be reproduced, retransmitted, or used in any form without the authorized written consent of NASCAR.